There we go. Oh! So I know Fox hasn't joined us yet, but good evening, everybody. I'm Surreal Canine, and this is Fox's unnamed role-playing campaign. In case you haven't noticed the pattern yet, I've been changing the title every episode. It's my little running gag, and now you guys are in on it, so I can't do it anymore. Ha!
Mistake.
Anoth is here with me. He is playing Bob. I am playing Lunas. And we're in a netherworld type place about to make a deal with the gnome village. Is that so lucky? Yeah. He's a lucky buddy. He is. He's a lucky buddy. I love you too, Lucky.
About something.
Oh, there we go. I'm back.
He just wants me to talk to him. Hi.
Lucky's just being... He saw me get stuff ready, so he has to be here. What is this stuck to you, Lucky? Oh, no. He's got a knot on his neck. Let me get that clipped.
No, no.
Where are the scissors? I need to clip those. Oh, you get a knot on your neck. Oh, wait. The scissors are outside. Okay, let me clip that off. Problems with fluffy kitties is when they get their like knots and stuff in their fur. Hold on. Got it. I think. Is that all of it? That's all of it. There we go. Big old nasty knot of fur.
Sandy used to hate getting her hair brushed because it's kind of long, kind of wavy, so it was always getting tangled
up.
up.
My thing started up here. Yeah. Doible. Yes. Oh no! Oh, this stupid thing. I need to get this fixed somehow.
Uh-oh. What happened?
My headset is falling apart.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna have to like super glue the stupid ear cushions back on.
Yeah, I get you my favorite headset, but the cord will just not be long enough for your purposes.
What was that?
I said I would get you my favorite headset, but the cord would not be anywhere near long enough for where you sit.
Hold on.
It's barely long enough for where I sit.
Speaking of cords, it's all tangled up. Coots.
Mr. Coots.
Alrighty. Well, I mean, I'm not that far from the piece, unless it's really, really short.
It's like 4 feet long, maybe.
I'm nowhere near 4 feet away. That's probably longer than this cord. Man.
I don't know about that.
Really? No, there's no way this cord is like 4 foot long. It's probably maybe 5 at most. I mean, I'm only like 2 feet from the computer here. Hey, Lucky. All right, well, let's get this started up. Thankfully, no OBS explosion. They fixed that with an update.
Nice. All right.
It kind of made me deaf because I thought, wait, is the soundboard not working? So I hit a button and I didn't realize the volume was all the way up on that.
Oh no.
So even though the OBS explosion did not go off, it still got me, kind of. Reverb fart of deafening, yes. Alrighty. Hey! Well, I am on here. I got done eating. It was just cheddar bacon burgers.
Nice.
Trying to follow the instructions on how to make bacon on the grill was a mistake. But grilling up bacon is not easy.
I'll bet.
On the upside, I ended up with flame broiled burgers.
Huh.
All that bacon grease caught on fire. So.
Oh man.
luckily, my grill has a little thing you just flip and it closes off all the air and it will kill the fire. So it wasn't like a huge one. It was just in like the spot where the bacon was. I was like, let's just move the burgers over the top of it and get flame grilled. They got a little overdone compared to how I wanted them, but it's fine. It is still fine.
I think my dad's meatloaf today might have been slightly undercooked.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Undercooked meatloaf. I've smoked the meatloaf before. That took a while. That was interesting. It's actually better if you smoke it a little bit and then finish it in the oven. Just like a really tiny bit before.
I'm pretty sure my dad would not want to go to that much effort.
I mean, when you smoke some things, that's what you do. You finish it in the oven. Like the ribs and stuff, you should finish in the oven to get them extra nice and...
He doesn't do that.
Oh. But I mean, like you smoke the ribs, and then right at the last bit, like when they're overcoming the hump, which is what they call it when the fat's still going through and the temperature and the meat won't go up, is you take them out, coat them in like some, I do like a little bit of honey with the brown sugar, but you put like brown sugar in there, and then you put it on top of the meat, and then you flip it over in the foil and like wrap it in foil and finish it in the oven. And then all the juices that start coming out from the fat that's rendering will mix with the brown sugar and just absorb into the meat, and it's just like pull off the bone. It's real good stuff. Oh my goodness, Lucky's being lucky. Alright, yes, well, it is RP night. I didn't even get a chance to play any games today again. I haven't really been playing any games besides streaming stuff because it was garden work today. Oh, man. And last night was just Trails and Trails and a little bit of that fishing game because I'm just trying to get all the achievements on it.
That's okay. We'll have plenty of time to play East tomorrow.
Alrighty. Yep. I was listening to the theme of the chapter 1 boss. The one before, the stupid AP. And the comments were filled with, "It's good hearing this for the 100th time after losing the AP conditions in the following fight."
Oh yeah, the theme song. Yeah.
Yeah, and then other people are like, apparently that fight is a big wall for people, and some people quit. And it's like, that's not even that hard of a fight. Is it really that hard of a fight, or are I just that good at RPGs that I plowed through that fight in 5 minutes when I redid it.
Oh wow.
Of course, knowing you're fully restored afterwards means you can just go full tilt, so... Alrighty, so, if everyone's ready, we can, I guess, start up here. Map. Lucky goes map.
Lucky.
Yeah. Lucky has words.
So, previously on Makai Densetsu, Lunas figured out why the Goblin Village is called Neilbog.
I'm kind of amused that it took that long to figure out.
No, see, the confusion is because I'm pretty sure that's, literally the name of a goblinoid species in 3rd edition.
I don't remember Nilbogs in the 3rd edition, but 3rd edition has hundreds of, fan-made and, Dragon Magazine things. It's not unusual to have stuff like that. The goblin backwards. What is that? Like Rakshasas, but goblins? All
I don't actually know. They were just mentioned in passing in Order of the Stick.
Oh no. Oh, that's pretty silly. Yes, they were scouting the area and looking for missing people that they had come here for. They found a village called Nilbog, but of course they found 2 different paths. And 2 different signs. And the people in Nilbog were kind of a bunch of goblins with weird,
they're steampunk goblins.
Steampunk goblins, yes. And they just called their leader the Kahuna, who was not interested in trying to watch them fight, but he was more interested in getting back things that were stolen from them from the military vehicle they found dismantled before from the missing soldiers. Stolen by the town of Emong.
Yep. And now we're going to Emong to try to negotiate with them, I guess. Or if things look bad, just beat them up and take their stuff.
So,
another world.
Speaking of just weird military vehicles, if you hear a lot of noise when I'm trying to do stuff today, it's bike week in Florida, so there's motorcycles everywhere. It's super loud.
Oh,
super hard to sleep at night when you're just here like revving Harleys, and we're talking like chains up and down like Highway 1 to 95, and like hundreds of thousands of motorcycles just going to Daytona and back and forth. Like they're in Cocoa, they're in Daytona, they're in Titusville, they're in Melbourne, they're in Orlando, they're everywhere. No matter where you go, you can go to the middle of nowhere Christmas and they're out there too.
I got held up by road construction again today.
Oh no. I was used to that in Chicago. I never really see road construction in Florida. I don't know if that's because nothing happens or because Florida just doesn't care. I'm going to guess it's Florida doesn't care. Yeah. So, alright. Lucky is still being a pest. I got the why do you keep rubbing? He keeps rubbing on me at that spot where he had the what? What do you have there? Oh, you had like a little. Oh, you got burnt there. It looks like, or something. What happened?
Oh, no.
That's why there was a little. That's why there was nodding there. He's got a little ouchie there. No, I can't do anything about it. I know it's there. I can't do anything about it. What did you do? I used the grill last night too. Did you like go on the grill, you doofus? I hope not. Okay.
So, Bob, Deanna, Sieg, any ideas for how we're gonna do this before I just go with the first thing that pops into my head?
I kind of have to figure out what the space is first.
Touche. Alright, let's just go.
Yeah, that's my thought too. The Sieg is just like, yep, we should probably do some scouting first and figure it out before we charge headlong into things. I know this is some kind of like Makai weird netherworld-like place, but just charging in blindly, that doesn't mean we need to do that.
It does mean I don't have to feel too bad about beating them up and taking their stuff if things go south, I guess.
I mean, if it makes you sleep better, I guess.
Look, most worlds I go to aren't like this, you know?
Yeah. Well, Diana says she's ready to rumble with the fight. Alright. And why am I having a brain fart in that? That's right, you did reincarnate. You reincarnated Diana earlier, didn't you?
Yes.
Yes, that's right.
And I actually also remembered I left my cowbell staff with Sam. I have no idea why I am a cow right now.
You know, a cow with some bear stuff, yes. That's right. Diana's the Arcanine something, right?
Yep, Celestial Arcanine.
Celestial Arcanine, that's right.
Arcario, that's right.
Yeah, Arcario, yes. I'm just having a brain fart right now. I got the note somewhere, I just didn't want to open up and was just going to ask. Plus, I can't see the other monitor right now because Lucky's in the way.
Of course he is. Because he's a lucky buddy.
Fat.
So, yeah, transformation plot hole.
Yay! Well, I mean, I guess your reincarnation. Well, I don't know. You did the Tanuki weirdness stuff, so
I guess.
And it's the cartoon logic still working on you there. I guess I don't know.
Using a cartoon logic, using an item even though I left it at the base. It's like walking off a cliff because you forgot about gravity.
Or it's just the weird Eldritch stuff that somehow popped out. I mean, a wild surge kind of thing happened, so there you go. There's the excuse. And Mishka is judging us.
Shush, Mishka.
She's staring in judgment. What?
I can be as silly as I want in this stream, Mishka, okay? She's a Mishka.
She doesn't want to peep right now. She's just like judging us. Alrighty, so you heading out of the village, doing anything else in Nilbog before you leave, or?
Well, if we haven't left yet, let's look around for some goblin gadgets. Because maybe the gnomes would be willing to trade human stuff for goblin stuff. Or they just hate us for no reason.
Well, I mean, there's definitely goblin gadgets. It's kind of hard to know exactly what they do. Some of them seem like just kind of pointlessly invented. Like, they could just, like...
I'll take one of each!
Goldberg
I can't.
steampunk devices for no reason, like cracking it. Like here's like think of made on TV, like shown on TV, like weird devices that you don't really need, like cracking a special device for cracking eggs and stuff like that.
The real question is there a device whose only purpose is to turn itself off?
Probably, yes.
I'll take one of those.
Okay. The goblins seem happy that you're doing it. Hey, don't knock the water over, you goof. It's your own fault. Yeah, you got wet.
No.
He just flopped against the cup here, and I caught it. It just tipped it. It splashed and splashed him.
Oh. And I got a clip to show you if I can find it.
Okay.
It's from my it's from that one Pizza Tower stream.
Which one?
The one where I jump scared myself.
Okay.
So, since we're talking about Lucky getting water on himself.
That's CB Kid was in that.
He was not in that.
He was not?
No.
That was sure a jump scare.
Yes. Oh, yeah, here it is. It's right here in the videos.
I haven't seen you get as jump scared as when somebody joined the call at one time.
That was J-Mac.
Yeah. I mean, I've done it on accident to you too, but not as much as that one.
I have high anxiety, okay?
Jeez. It's like the opposite of me, just like, whatever.
Another kind of pizza scare P rank.
Gurgle man.
Yeah, speaking of which, they should have fixed Gnome Forest by now, or at least part of it.
They have not. Not the part for the P rank.
Okay.
Oop,
Yeah, I did see in the patch notes that the Gustavo tutorial doesn't drain your combo anymore.
I didn't even notice it did, but that wasn't the main part. The main part is the long section that you have like nanoseconds. Lucky, bye. You were in the way. I can't use the mouse. Yes. The pizza scare thing. It's still amusing. I mean, did you know that was coming or what?
Yes, I knew it was coming. I wanted to set it up so that would happen. It just worked better than I expected.
Yes. I still love
that happened to me the first time I heard the scare too.
Oh jeez. The jump scare level must have been something else. I've seen quite a few people get really mad at the jump scare level because they didn't expect that to be a thing.
I absolutely expected it to be a thing. I mean, it's a Five Nights at Freddy's level. What?
The second I saw that, I was like, yep. But there's a bunch of people that just do not like that at all. But if you get it too much, it gets replaced with silly clips instead, so...
Oktoberfest, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that really got a reaction, didn't it?
Alrighty. So you can get some of the weird gadgets, sure, one that just turns itself off. Or there's no logical reason why it's been made, but they seem to enjoy making weird, pointless gadgets.
It's a funny conversation piece. That's reason enough for it to exist.
I guess.
Let's see here.
What?
Whoops. I also look for a portable milking device.
They do not seem to have that.
Well, dang.
You haven't seen any cows in this area.
Yeah.
Go.
Actually, wait. That the. Well, maybe it's just on my mind then. I don't know. Yeah, I can deal with it other ways.
Oh, okay. Al,
Alright, I'm done shopping.
Bob, looking for anything? Hmm? Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say, are you looking for anything, or?
Do they have any lawn gnomes?
They really don't have lawn gnomes. I mean, unless you count the ones that are all like sliced up. They have ones that are used as target practice.
Yeah. Yeah. What about flamingos?
Pink
Lovely.
plastic flamingos. Heck yeah.
Jeez, that is
As you can see, I have no sense of restraint.
They almost seem offended by looking for a flamingo. They don't have those. They have weird like bird gadgets that are just there to like do
It's
the
the
head
thing
bobbing
that
in the water and stuff.
It's the thing that goes donk and scares all the deer.
Except it's a bird, yes. That's the closest thing you can find for that.
Guess that means there's much to find.
Oh, you're looking for that kind of stuff, huh?
Hmm?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's not.
I was thinking maybe we could impress the gnomes with culture. Pink flamingos. Plastic.
Yeah, sure they don't already have a zillion of those.
No idea.
Goblins. Yeah, the goblins don't seem to like that kind of thing. So
Yeah, I get the feeling the gnomes have those. Maybe we gotta rethink this strategy. Oh well, if they don't want it, I'll just sell it to Rose and Queen or something.
Okay. Anyhow, no, I don't think
Or,
there's anything really to look for at the moment.
Actually, you know what? I read somewhere that a lot of these gadgets were just invented for like senior citizens and people who have trouble using ordinary tools. So maybe if I get stuck on 4 legs or something, I'll be able to use these to cook for everybody.
I mean, if you can figure that out, I guess.
Then again, I have tentacles now.
Yeah, Well, hey, I mean, I have limbs now too, but yeah, I mean, I get you do need special tools to really do some things when you're missing stuff. Lucky you have just like completely moved OBS off to the bottom of the screen.
Thanks, Lucky.
Okay. There we go.
Alright, well, I guess it's off to Emong then. Alright.
Imam we go.
Diana has purchased something that it's supposed to be some sort of musical instrument, but it looks like a. I guess the best thing would be like something out of Dr. Seuss, like long pipe. It's quite obvious that she's thinking of using it as a weapon instead of whatever the heck it's supposed to be.
I mean, Monster Hunter has crazy weapon instruments like that, so whatever.
Yeah. Alrighty. If you're all heading off, then yeah, there's nothing eventful going down the trail back to where you came, to the fork in the road, where you saw the different. You were able to find the different signs down each one. So you're heading down the other path.
First, I will take out a marker and write on the back of the signs, Gary was here, Ash is a loser.
Oh, okay.
They're already vandalized enough.
That's a weird thing to go for, but okay. It's not like the sign is going to insult you or get mad, so it's...
Steam Lord, meet the Meme Lord.
Okay, then. Oh, that's more motorcycles. I thought there was another launch. Jeez. So loud. Alrighty. Stop yawning, darn it. Okay, so heading down the trail, it's one gets even more foresty than the previous one. There's a lot. It's definitely like a big fir forest. Is it like pine trees and conifers? And
I was gonna
like
say.
No,
Fuzzy trees.
That would be kind of silly, yes.
No, that's only when I do a Chaos Burst.
The pathway is definitely... I mean, it's easier, it's more well-maintained, although there's definitely like a lot of things like pine cones and branches all over the place. It's hard to find the tracks like you could in the other ones because there's a lot of pine needles and all that around, but the trail is at least more obvious. They've been cutting down things to keep the trail going.
I like pine forests. They tend to get very orange.
Very orange?
Well, the ground does. All those needles falling out of the trees.
I was gonna say, don't light it on fire.
Do I look like a Charmander right now?
No, but I don't know what you can do there.
I mean, I could PK fire, but like, what would be the point of that right now? I'm not fighting anything.
Please don't. Yes. It's kind of I've noticed that a lot of the brush is getting cleared up. The closer or the further you go down the path, you could definitely see further on ahead. There's not very many hiding spots around. It's just the trees and all the underbrush has been cleared out. You also see looks like little red hats poking out of branches in places.
Hello! I'm a cow!
There is no response.
It was only the corpse of a hat.
Okay.
Alright, well, looks like these guys do a lot of, I don't know, is forestry the right word?
Gardening.
Yeah, that too, I guess. It's nice. Yeah, it's nice.
Caramel. Uh-oh, cat noises. Not for, I mean, yeah, there's definitely, like, not necessarily cat noises, but animal noises. The hats, some of the hats start rustling.
Yeah, that reminds me. Gotta keep an eye out for another bear or two.
For what?
So I can get more stuff from it.
Oh, you're trying to... You're still hungry? Jeez.
Well, I wouldn't call it hungry, but don't you think having some bears and kung fu cows would help our army a little bit?
Kung Fu Cow is a little weird, but yeah, sure. Bear. Yeah, bears are strong.
So, yeah.
There's a very noisy cat somewhere, that's all I hear.
Yeah, Well, if it's not a tiger, we don't have to worry about it.
You have to worry about the tigers. Well, yeah, tigers can be pretty dangerous. Well...
No, I'm not worried about that. If it is a tiger, I want to get the stuff and to get you set up with it later.
Oh! Wait, yeah, that's mostly Seek talking.
Oh.
Diana's, like, watching around on
I want to see how Diana will look with some tiger stuff.
Oh, well, alright.
I mean, that's like a zillion levels from now, but still.
I hope it's not a zillion levels. This guy is 6. Alright, well, the hats are rustling, and you hear something whiz past your ear.
Okay, guys, I think we're under attack. I take my battle stance and look around.
What you see and hear are the rustling hats. Something else goes whizzing past your head and hits the ground by you.
Alright, well...
How big is it?
Doesn't seem like whatever went past you was very big.
I will let my tail inspect it while I keep an eye out for more gnome attacks.
It looks like it's a rounded stone of some sort.
Okay, just... Are they shooting us with slingshots? That's, less dangerous than I was expecting. That's less dangerous than I was thinking.
These are... If they're slingshots, they're Makai slingshots. That seems pretty dangerous still.
At least it's not a poison dart, okay? And again, I guess... Would that even really be a gnome thing?
The hats are rustling even louder, and you're hearing more things whiz around you. You get clonked upside the head with a pine cone.
Ow! Okay, that's it. I'm gonna throw an aura sphere at the nearest group of hats.
Alright, you can attack a tree where the hats are. Well, the aura sphere hits the tree, and the hats... Some of the hats blow off, and you just see, like, some mechanical things underneath the hats. Just, like, mechanical gnome heads. These ones look like more... They look almost like wooden puppet type things with some mechanical stuff on them. Weak.
Okay. Either these gnomes are really good at with their clockwork, or we're dealing with robo gnomes. I'm not sure which is worse.
Well, one of the ones that is still not, like, broken from the aura sphere, you see little hands start flinging rocks and pine cones your way. It's not very accurate. The pine cones don't hurt very much, but the rocks do actually have a little bit of a punch to them. The other hats are rustling and starting flinging stuff now, too, after you hit the tree. It's
All
like
right,
being in
well,
a forest of really angry squirrels just flinging stuff.
all right, they're just gonna wear us down if we stay here. I am gonna grab Bob and shout for everybody to run.
Okay then.
Yeah, toward the
forward.
toward where I think the village is, not away.
Toward the village. All right. There are definitely more numerous hats, and there's some larger hats up ahead, especially along the trail.
Great. Alright, aura sensing time. Are these alive or are they just more robots?
You've sensed no living energy from them.
Right, well.
Ending probably works good on mechanical things.
Okay, idea.
Okay.
What if we took some of these for ourselves? Could use them as I don't know, just point defense, like they're doing.
Guardian gnomes.
Guardian gnomes, yes, I like that.
Well, looking for a garden gnome, I guess that was a chance to get a kind of one.
All right, we can spare a couple of hits to just wander around and stuff some guardian gnomes in our bags. Wherever I'm keeping mine.
A lot of them seem fairly well attached to the trees and stuff, but you can able to grab some of them. Some of the larger ones, after you pluck some of the smaller ones, lift up, kind of like a Met from Mario, not Mario Met. Mega Man Met, yes. Like, hey, I'm tired too tonight. And start launching some pretty large pine cones at you. These ones seem to be sharp and pretty dangerous.
Alright, well, if there's ever a time to use PK fire, it's now. Let's try to shoot a tiny bolt of fire to intercept the big ones.
Intercept the pine cone? Or
yeah, intercept the pine cones.
Alrighty.
Jeez. You must have had a lot of time to set all this up.
Well, you hit the pine cone. The pine cone's on fire. It's still sharp and heading your way. It didn't seem to kill the momentum. There's a little glinting beneath the wood on that pine cone, too.
Oh, crap.
Bob doing anything against the barrage of giant pine cones?
Maybe try to create an ice wall or something.
Ice wall works perfectly fine to block. Some of the pine cones hit the ice wall. Are you trying to protect everybody or just yourself? Or
I guess I'll try to just create a little bit of area that we can huddle behind if we have to.
Alrighty, creating cover.
Yeah.
You're a lifesaver, Bob. I look around for anything I can use as a baseball bat or something.
Alright, some of the giant pine cones are hitting the ice, and you see some pretty spiky metal jump through the ice when the ones hit and knock off the wood. So there's some pretty dangerous stuff underneath the wood in that. Looking for a baseball bat sort of thing. There's lots of wood around.
That's pine wood. That's not worth anything.
There's the thing Diana is carrying. There's the other, like...
What was that again?
The other, like, defense gnomes.
Uh... Alright, what do you think? Should we keep going with just the four of us? Deanna? Bob? Sig?
We haven't even hit the city yet. If we could get there, we just gotta do something about these things.
Yeah, well... I don't know if we can destroy all of them without, you know, setting the whole forest on fire. That's the big thing.
Thunder? I don't know.
Wouldn't that also set the forest on fire? Or do you mean like the sonic boom kind of thunder?
I don't know.
I don't know if I have anything that does that.
I've got Twister and stuff. I mean, I don't know all the Noodle Dragon stuff yet, so... And whatever Diana tries to do is probably not the best idea without lighting everything on fire. Could probably freeze them up.
Yeah, alright. I guess we'll stick with that then, yeah. Alright,
go one direction, I'll go the other way.
Yep. Sieg, just get ready to blow away anything that comes at us from the other ways.
Is like anything I can do here? Because without lighting everything on fire.
Or what if we make a Flintstones car out of ice? A Flintstones Humvee.
Time to do. Does he have enough?
No, we
mana to do
probably
that?
don't. It would be funny though.
Could make a sled, maybe. That's about it.
You know what? Yeah. All right. Sled time.
It's pretty slow, but you could definitely try if you get some way to go.
Is there a downhill that we can go down?
It's not very downhill. It's mostly the forest is pretty evenly leveled.
We got legs and tentacles. I'll just... Actually, shoot. I don't know if we can get both sides of us and the floor in front of us. Alright, let's just hoof it. Get it? Hoof it. Eh.
You're definitely letting that tune part of that thing go to your head here. Can we push the ice shield? I don't know. Alright, well, I'm ready.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good idea.
Alright,
like
let's go.
Like the portable shield.
Alright, let's go. Trinity Shield Formation. +1. Sorry, Sieg.
Alright.
Quadrology shield formation.
Alright, well, you're able to block all the things coming in. The shield's getting heavier when all the metal spiky pine cones are hitting it, but it's not like getting super heavy, but it's getting loaded up with them.
Jeez. Well, we'll have ammo for later, I guess.
You're able to get close to the things eventually, because they're like right off the road.
Alright, well, let's... I mean, what else can we do but knock them over and smash them?
You could... They're hammered into the ground pretty well, but you could smash them up fairly easily. It's just like the other stuff, wood with some like mechanical components inside. The hats are fairly like normal hats for red hat things, so. Although probably a bit tore up after you bashed things.
If it was green, I would consider it. I say as I actually put one on, just for laughs.
What, you prefer to be an elf instead of a Santa?
There's a character in a video game that dresses in a with a green hat like that. Never mind. I'm gonna take off the hat then. Just leave it there. I don't know.
It's a dreaming wolf.
Aww. He's dreaming about Zelda.
He was dreaming until I started.
Hello,
there he
Mr.
goes.
Coots.
There he goes. Dreaming about.
Mr. Bumper.
Alrighty then. And there's a bunch more of these things along the way, but if you're able with the ice shield, you're able to get up there. That shield is starting to get pretty heavy and spiky up front too.
As kick-ass as this spiky shield thing is, you want to swap it out with me, Bob?
Sure.
All right, on my signal. 3, 2, 1. Second ice shield.
Alrighty.
Shield number 2.
We'll just ditch the other one.
Yeah, it's no problem to do that. The other one has leaving spiky things all over the trail. Oh no.
Let the gnomes deal with it.
You can see what looks like almost like a castle wall up ahead.
Okay, cool,
Although
we made it.
It looks kind of like a mix of like metallic and, well, like a metallic wood almost it's made out of.
Huh. That's pretty cool, actually.
You hear a rumbling though, and a small gate next to the main gate opens up.
Dragon tank.
Dragon tank? It's not really a dragon tank, no.
And what kind of gnome tank is it?
It's just a gnome tank.
Eh.
It's just like the face of a gnome with like the hands, kind of like a Dr. Wily sort of thing. It kind of crawls towards you using its hands like a mole tank, except it's shaped like a gnome. And you can definitely feel life energy in it this time, like 3 different ones.
Alright, oh, let's try to parlay with them first, I guess.
Oh,
Hey guys! Mind letting us into your village?
You just like you destroyed all our stuff, and now you just want to ask us can we let in?
Well, I would have asked soon. I had to destroy the stuff to get here and ask you if I could be let in.
That stuff only goes off if somebody like causes problems.
Problems? Like what problems?
Problems. They have elite sensors to know when you are having any aggressive thoughts. And act accordingly. Suspicious thoughts.
So, what you're telling me is there's no avoiding this?
Kinda hard to trust somebody who just comes barreling through here. What do you even want?
I don't know, we're here to trade stuff.
Unless you got stuff to trade that's gonna make up for all our defenses that you just plowed through. Like a bull in a china shop, except they're a cow. Wait, how was there a male cow? I don't know.
Shenanigans. Does it really matter?
You hear like a whole chorus of like small voices from the wall just go shenanigans, and then somebody yells, "Shut up!" So,
I mean, sounds like my kind of party in there.
okay. Like, look, I don't know who you are. I don't know why you come just plowing through all our defenses. They set off for some reason. Like you guys could definitely be coming here from Nilblog. Or from anybody else for that matter. People always trying to come take our stuff and step all over us and stick us in their frickin' gardens thinking that we're scarecrows.
Yeah, that's not what we're here for. We just want to trade for some stuff.
That's a bad way to go about trading, like destroying everything.
You guys started it. That's all I got to say.
You set off. You had to be thinking inappropriate thoughts towards gnomes, or wanting to like fight or do something, or attack them or kick them or something.
Do you even know what world you're in? Fighting is kind of a thing that people do.
I need all the defenses.
Yeah, well, alright, suit yourself. I'm gonna run out past the shield and try to jump on top of the tank.
Okay. You can get out of the tank, although one of the gnomes from inside jumps out and has like... They have basically a spear. It kind of looks like a garden hoe, but they're ready to just start jabbing you with it. And the thing is, these gnome that hops out does not look like your standard gnome. They look like they're pretty
Ripped.
They've been working out. Not like super ripped, but they've definitely been working out. They also kind of have like military camo paint on, so.
Alright, well, I'm gonna grab the end of the hoe spear that's near me and just bonk it. Just bonk the other end into his face. Bonk, 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 bonk.
Well, okay.
Then pull it out of his hands if I can.
And then you reach it when you're trying to grab the spear and tugging on it. The gnome purposely gets pulled forward and then jumps and kicks you right in the udders. Kind of a knock the wind out of you pain sort of thing.
Ow.
Who's trying to rip the spear back out from your grip now that you've been oofed. That's what's Bob doing. The gnome's just like, never show your weak point to the enemy. It's like a giant red glowing spot on somebody. You need utter armor.
I thought I was wearing some.
Not enough to deal with gnome fighting.
Yeah, well, what's Bob doing?
Guess I should try and... Are the defenses still firing, or are we past all the defenses?
You're past the defenses. It's just the gnome tank and the wall of this town. And of course, the like buff gnome that's on the tank fighting.
Okay, I guess I'll try to get closer and try to. I guess it could suction up the side of the tank.
Right, trying to get on the tank too.
Yeah. And once I'm there, if I get there without getting interrupted, I guess I could try and make the. I guess we could probably try and counter the spear with my spear.
Okay. When you're able to get on the tank, it doesn't seem like the others notice you because they're all distracted by like the angry cow attacking them. Trying to knock the spear away. You could definitely get your spear in there, but that gnome has a freaking death grip on that spear between him and Lunas there. So you can't deflect it out of the way. The gnome is now distracted because Bob has appeared and is attacking too, and he's like, "What the heck? A squid? Octopus? What?"
Yep, that's the kind of party we got. Once I've recovered from the other kick, I'm gonna try to do milk machine gun. My tuniness can get that going.
Of course. Well, the gnome is definitely losing the grip on the spear when you're machine gunning his face. He's just like, whoa, 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 whoa. He's trying to like shield himself from it. It's
Follow up with a kick. Turnabout's fair play.
All right. You managed to kick him off. You kick him off the tank. Yes.
Alright, let's get in the tank and do some brawling.
There are two other gnomes inside the tank.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna do some brawling.
There's not really much room for you to fit in a gnome tank, let alone brawl with the two gnomes in there.
Dang.
I ain't real. Oh god, I'm being swarmed by cats.
Alright,
Hopefully we had something smelly we could smoke them out.
yeah, huh. I'm not making manure if that's what you're asking.
No.
Let's just reach in. Let's just reach in and pull them out. Ready? Tentacles at the ready.
Well, we can try that. Try that.
Alright, let's reach in and try to grab a dude.
Well, while you're reaching in, you get suddenly jolted by electricity, both of you. The gnomes are jabbing you with some, like, what looks like a tuning fork that's got electricity flowing.
Ow.
Think we don't plan for that kind of thing? Well, not cows or squids. Not the point!
I so wish I brought a Prinny with me. It's,
The tank starts spinning rapidly, like faster and faster, around in circles, trying to throw you off. It's pretty dizzying. Bob has a much easier time keeping hold, though, with all the suckers and tentacles.
Alright, well, I'm gonna have to jump off, I guess. Try not to flub the landing.
No, much of a flub landing. You do land back, kind of land on your butt, but the 2D stuff has some padding there for that. It's not like a tumbling backwards sort of thing. And the tank is still spinning there with Bob stuck to it. The other gnome is trying to clean his eyes out from milk and looking around for his spear.
Alright, well, let's see, well, if I still got some milk left in me, I'm gonna machine gun the ground under the tank, try to get it stuck in some mud. Then I'm gonna go pick a fight with the gnome.
It seems you are currently running low on milk to be able to do that.
Oh, dang it. I got some milk bottles on me, though, don't I?
Thanks to the 2D stuff, it's kind of just like a puff of smoke.
Crap. Well, yeah, I'll take any milk bottles I have on me and throw them at the base of the tank.
Okay. What? Okay, so you throw the bottle, and the tank hits it while spinning and launches it into the town. You hear somebody scream, and somebody goes, "Oh yeah, free milk!" Ow, cat! Don't scratch me up.
Okay, that didn't work. I guess you're on your own, Bob. Sorry.
Sorry, the dice decided it was a 1 with the milk.
You're gonna try and shoot ice into the tank
Careful.
over the other two guys.
Are you gonna try to get ice inside there, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you definitely you get your ice in there, and they're getting frozen in place with their legs and arms. And it's much harder to control the tank when they can't actually move the steering wheel. And they thanks, cat. At least I don't need to see right now. But without the gnomes easily controlling it, the tank is careening and going in wider and wider circles instead of spinning. It's just getting closer and closer to the town and hitting the other gnome and hitting Ludus too. It is definitely out of control. The arms are flailing around an out of control mole gnome tank.
Okay, well, I'm gonna defend myself and get the heck out of the way.
Trying to get out, just getting out of the way, huh?
Yeah.
Look out, sweetie. I need to roll the dice. Okay. Yeah, you're able to get out of the way before that thing claws you. The other gnome gets... Oh, jeez. He gets launched by the tank hitting him, hits the wall and tumbles over. You hear the same voice, "Whoa, free gnome!" So, the tank is still wildly going in wider circles out of control.
Can't we just wait until it hits the wall?
You can. Bob is still on it.
Right.
What is Bob doing? You still...
Well, let's see now. Suppose we could do something about this.
Sweetie, that was not
Can
big shot, yes.
Can I manipulate the steering wheel with my spear?
You could. You can. There's enough room for you to reach tentacles in there too. I mean, you're a squid. You don't have bones, so.
True. guess they're frozen. So I'm gonna try and reach for the steering wheel and try to turn it away from the city.
You are able to grab a hold of the steering wheel and start maneuvering it. The gnomes are still trying to break free of the ice.
Alright, well, if it's not quite spinning out of control anymore, I'm gonna jump back on and back Bob up. Maybe with some more ice.
Ready? Yep, okay, you're able to get on. You get it kind of oofed when you jump on it because the momentum. A little bit of pain there, but you're able to get back on. There's still not very much room in the cockpits. There is an empty one, although you don't exactly fit. And Bob is trying his best to steer the gnome tank while the two frozen gnomes are trying to shake themselves free.
I'll keep them frozen, Bob. Let's see if we can ram the gate or something. Is that small gate that it came out of still open?
It is like a garage type of thing.
Yeah. Bob, aim for the garage.
Right. Let's give it a go. Hope this doesn't hurt too much.
I just hope there's enough overhead clearance.
Yeah, there's enough overhead clearance. It looks like they could have fit something bigger in there if they wanted to. You're aiming for the garage, huh? You're able to aim it for the garage. What are you going to do with this? You're careening towards the garage now.
Alright, well, we're gonna wait for it to get inside, and then I'm gonna dismount.
Jump off when it gets inside, huh?
Yeah.
Alright, Bob, what are you doing?
Maybe I should find a way to slow down the tank once it hits the wall.
We're not just gonna let it hit the wall.
Well, I'm. Maybe I should try. I'll try yanking the gnomes out, I guess.
Yanking them out of the thing.
Yeah.
You are able to yank them out just fine. They're still frozen, but they don't exactly. I mean, they're small gnomes. They don't exactly weigh a lot.
Right now, let's jump off the tank.
Alrighty, that is no problem to do. You jump off with the gnomes and the cow, and the tank slams into the wall in the garage. It busts a hole through the garage out to the other side of the city. And, well...
Oops. Here you guys go, really, free tank!
It really doesn't survive the impact. It just falls apart into pieces and scatters all over the place.
Well, you get what you pay for, I guess.
There are a lot of gnomes, including a bunch of military-looking gnomes, staring at you and starting to run over.
Hey guys, free milk! I hold up a couple more bottles.
They don't exactly seem enthused about that right now.
Well, it's worth a shot.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them showing up with weapons and slingshots and spears.
Well, guess we're not talking our way out of this one, huh?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
Did
If you can
Segan...
think of a good way to talk to somebody there, you can just busted a hole through their wall.
Yeah, did Segan and Diana follow us in? That's important.
No, not yet. They're still out there. Diana is heading over.
Alright, well, let's ice wall and patch up the hole and wait for them to get over here, I guess.
Alrighty then. Icing up the hole. Well, the hole's like iced up, although there seems to be some glowing hot stuff coming from the other side right now.
Yeah, I didn't figure it.
Like,
I did not figure that would hold for very long.
Diana and Sieg are getting in close now, though, with you guys. So much for negotiations, huh?
Yep. Alright, well, while we're here, let's look around for anything that looks like it was made by humans.
In the garage, there's a wrench. There's a wrench and a crowbar. Everything else is just... I mean, outside of the standard tools, everything else looks like it's gnome-made.
Well, I'll take the crowbar.
There's like some magic battery-type crystals there, but that's, you don't see anything that looks entirely human-made outside of maybe the crowbar and the wrench. Those are the only things that stand out a little different.
Dang. Well, I'm gonna stuff everything but the crowbar in my pouch. I'm gonna hold on to the crowbar to use as a weapon.
Alrighty. That ice wall is being melted through pretty quickly there.
Alright,
You can also hear bells coming from the other side of the wall, too. Like alarm bells.
I think we are going to be in for one heck of a fight. Guys ready?
Fighting an entire town? You sure would be able to do this?
Nope.
Nope. That's not exactly a confident thing to say.
Yeah, but it was funny at the time. Alright, yeah, let's let's get out of here and think of a new plan.
Yeah, I don't know if gnome diplomacy includes violence, but I guess... Well, the garage is wrecked enough, it doesn't look like it's going to be closing up anytime soon. If you're trying to get out of there, like you said, the woods aren't exactly the greatest for hiding, but you can definitely get out of there before they all break through it.
Alright,
yep. Swarm of angry gnomes.
Alright, well, okay, idea. What if we ran back to Neilbog and let them just duke it out between themselves? Think they'd fall for that?
Probably not.
Shoot.
They probably would have been doing that already if they did. Or it happens all the time.
Yeah, this is... Alright, well, I guess we recruited Aaron and lost Samson. Let's look for the humans on our own, I guess. So, let's go around the city wall and, Just see what's out there in that direction.
Alrighty. The city, I mean, the wall seems to go all the way around the city. There are definitely more garages and trails going in and out. There is an open gate where you see some gnomes going in and out of, just with like carts and stuff. Seem to be bringing in a lot of lumber and ore and all that. There are a bunch of guard gnomes around, especially now. Easy, kitty. Did you sneeze on my monitor? You did.
Oh no.
You got
Cat boogers.
Oh no, they're on cat boogers unlucky. Oh.
Oh no.
I have found out by putting my hand on Lucky and finding them. I'm gonna go wash my hands real quick. Ew.
I need to refill my water anyway.
Kitty.
This is just all kinds of silly.
Nasty. I'm gonna have to get more children's Benadryl, cat. I don't know why you're sneezing so much lately. Nasty. You okay, sweetie? I don't know why you sneeze so much lately. No, you do not get bacon. No, you following me. Acting like you're gonna get some of that. That bacon's in the fridge for tomorrow. Just make bacon omelets tomorrow. Okay. Oh no! Oh, well. Now I don't know how I'm gonna have my headset on.
Huh?
The whole thing just popped right off.
Oh no.
Darn it! I'm not having money for a headset right now. I just bought a bunch of flea medicine for the cats and dogs. That stuff is expensive. Okay, there we go. Kind of. I'll have to glue that back on. Jeez. Yeah, flea medicine's like almost $80 now just for the cats and dogs. Wait, alrighty. So, is everyone still here? Or?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. Well, what we could do is, I guess, we could subdue the guards there. We could sneak in through that other entrance.
Yeah, we could. I was thinking maybe we could try to raid some of these garages. It might be easier to do that from inside the city, though. Problem. They all know what we look like.
But they don't know what we look like. With Sieg and Diana, they said.
Alright.
You too? Yeah, you stick out, but I don't know how you're gonna resolve that unless you change back from a cow. But that doesn't help Bob.
Well, I am a squid. I suppose I could change my skin color.
Hmm.
If you need
That
help
could
changing,
work.
if you need help changing back or something, I got some cleric paladin kind of stuff I might be able to use in Sieg.
Yeah, alright. If I'm... Well, let's see if I'm stuck first, I guess. Alright, let's try to go back to Tanuki.
Yeah, you're able to go back to Tanuki.
Whew, okay. That
You
works.
still got some of those the bear aspects that you ate earlier, but
Huh.
I mean, you could draw them out when you want. It feels.
Alright, well, I'll put those away for now. Take off the martial artist gi and put on the regular jacket.
All right.
Okay, well, that was exciting. Alright, take two, I guess.
Hopefully this time we won't have an entire city getting ready to charge in.
Yeah. Alright, well, let's just approach the guards and see how it goes, I guess.
Righty, approaching them from the southern gate.
Yep.
Well, the guards there all pull their spears and all right, guard, of course. A lot of the other gnomes are taking cover behind the carts because, well, the alarms in the city are going off. Who goes there? Who are you?
Just some travelers.
Some travelers. We just got. Okay, from where?
From the junk heap.
On the junk heap. The heck were you doing out there?
What do you think? Gathering junk.
I guess that makes sense. What are you doing out here? There's crazy people running around.
Yeah, I can hear the alarms. I have ears. Still, any time for business is a good time for business.
You don't have a cow with you, do you?
I sure hope not.
Who is this other guy? And these other people? They all traitors too?
Yeah.
Well,
Seller of fine inks, right, for drawings and writings, books, and so on.
yep, Deanna here helps me cart around the heavier stuff, and
I'm a bodyguard too.
yep, that too. And Sieg here's the accountant.
Yeah. An accountant who also just can look out for bandits and stuff trying to attack. How do you gotta stereotype the dragon as somebody good with counting money?
That's a stereotype?
I
Oh, yeah, I guess it is. Derp.
As much as you being a merchant is, I guess.
Touche.
Oh. You came here to sell stuff, and you don't have a cow. Better not have a cow with you. Okay, they're coming over to investigate you. Poke now and then with not with the blunt end of the spears, just curious and testing things. Not exactly sure what they're testing for, but they're just poking everyone. They
That
can't exactly
tickles.
reach. They can't reach C because he's floating, but yeah.
See? No disguises.
What the heck is up with this tail?
Oh, that? Even I have no idea what's up with that tail. You be a good girl, okay? Pet the tail.
That's. I don't know if that's supposed to be reassuring or not. Other gnomes just like, yeah, with all the weird demons that show up, who cares? That's nothing. All right, whatever. You better hurry up inside before the people that. Everyone's on guard. You better not cause any trouble.
We'll go ahead and do that.
Throw you right in the brig right away if we see you causing anything.
Alright, well, we're gonna hurry on in.
Alrighty. Well, the guards let you in, and the other people who are transporting things go back to transporting stuff. Still lots of wood and ores, and some junk now and then too. You seem to be in a more like warehouse, like industrial part of town there. Let's see, everybody seems to be working. They
Neat.
do have cranes and things like that made out of wood and like pulleys and just other mechanical parts.
Alright, well, first things first, let's go to the commercial district and see if we can find any human technology up for trading, sale, whatever you want.
Alrighty. The industrial district is pretty big, but right on the outside is definitely where a lot of the shops are. Some of the industrial things are connected right to where the shops would be. This place has more practical things than the Goblin Village had. It actually has some use. They even have a wooden slap chop. They are the equivalent of
What's a
the
slap
cooking
chop?
utensils. The slap chop. You've never seen the slap chop?
Nope.
Slap chop.
Nope.
You've seen YouTube poops. You know, you're gonna love my nuts. That's where that comes from. Is the slap chop?
I haven't seen that one.
It's the device that has like a blade and you put like on the counter and you just hit the top and chop things up with it.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Where I'm from, we use that to cut paper.
Cut paper? What? Okay then. But they do have like more practical gadgets and things here. You don't see anything human for sale anywhere. You do see a couple things that look like they're attempted like mimics of some human stuff, but they are definitely not human. Like you see kind of what looks like like cell phones, except they're made out of wood and just like the metal with like etchings on it that flow with magic, but they don't seem to actually do anything other than display something.
These are pretty neat. Guys trying to... What am I saying? Guys get some new inspiration lately?
The big wigs just passed along some designs to try to make. I don't know where they came from. They're pretty neat. You can just put them up on your walls and have like different pictures and stuff.
Yeah, I can see the use for that.
Yeah, still gotta draw them out, but gotta use some magical ink and all that to get it going. I don't know what they're really supposed to be, but we build the stuff that we're sent to build.
Magical ink, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, as it just so happens here, my friend is a specialist in magical ink. Aren't you, Bob?
Yeah. Real knowledgeable on it.
All
What
right.
kind of ink you got there?
Just whatever we can get from the plants and in the forest and enchant it. It isn't exactly the greatest. It isn't always the greatest stuff in the world, but we get what we can get. I mean, compared to something like you, I bet you can just make your own there, huh?
Yeah, yeah. I have all kinds of colors I could offer you if you really want it.
Oh, you got some for sale. Well, if it lasts longer than the stuff that we get, then I'd be willing to buy some of it. Makes it easier. Plus, we could sell them for a bit more if it lasts longer. No telling what the bigwigs are going to send down to make next, so gotta get through this fad before the next one hits.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna let Bob make his sales. Maybe ask them if they can introduce me to the bigwigs, or if they know somebody who has that kind of connection.
Alright. Oh, the bigwigs. Trying to talk to them. They're usually all holed up in their places. Just trying to invent new stuff. I mean, if you got any interesting ideas, they might be with you. But I don't really get to see them. I just know when they come, when the new stuff comes through.
I'm a Toon Tanuki. I'm sure I can pull out some idea or another.
Well, I know what a Tanuki is, not really what a Toon thing is, but I'll take your word for it. But if you want, there's the Idea Center. Just go over there, talk to somebody, and see if you get anything interesting. You might be able to meet with some of them.
Alright, thanks.
So, Bob, huh? What you got for sale? Let me take a look.
Some cyan ink, some yellow ink, and some magenta ink.
Ah, some of those are colors harder to come by from plant-based inks. Alrighty. How long do they last?
They last, I guess, about 6 months, I'd say.
Wow.
6 months. Is that before or after processing? Because when we make this kind of stuff, it's gotta last a bit.
That'd be after processing. Once you open up the cartridge, that's how long it'll last after you open the cartridge.
After opening the cart, okay. So when you use the ink, like the print, like the draw and stuff, how long does that stuff last?
Well, once you use it, it lasts, pretty much forever, right? As long as you don't get it super wet.
All right, that sounds like a good thing. How much you got for sale? We need a bunch of it to make this new stuff. These little picture thingies, whatever they were trying to make us to make, are pretty popular.
I can sell you probably right now. I could probably sell you about three groupings of it. So you'd have enough for, I guess that would be maybe 18 months, I guess. With nine cartridges, 3 cyan, 3 yellow, 3 magenta.
Okay. That's quite a while. Of course, at an industrial scale. Is that on the industrial or individual scale?
Well, I suppose it's that individual scale. You have to start somewhere, right?
All right. Huh. Well, I can definitely offer you a bit of money for that stuff. It lasts longer than whatever you're using right now. Plus, no telling how long this fad's gonna last. So, yeah, sure, I'll take the lot. Got a bunch of hell with your name on it for it. Just the name of the currency. Swarm of bikers outside again. Oh no. And no, not gnomish bikers. Those are just Bike Week Florida bikers. He offers you a bunch of money for it. It's just the local currency. It's just called hell.
Cha-ching.
But
All right.
what's hell?
It's called. They just call it hell. Just like HEL.
Oh, like the Norse goddess.
I guess.
It's usually abbreviated in the games as HL.
Yeah, I mean, but they call it hell.
Yeah.
That's how it's pronounced, anyway. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. I would.
Guess we
Bob.
have.
Yeah, Bob.
If we have enough money to start looking around for stuff, I guess.
Yeah. Yes. I'm not sure how well it would actually work, but like, what if we just made you bigger, so you could make more ink?
Yeah, if you could pull that off, we could even do industrial scale.
I don't know if I have it in me to make you that big without seriously breaking reality.
Yeah, let's not be breaking reality here. That's we need to make money, not have people like turn into slimes and the holes other realities opening up.
I mean, as funny as that would be. Alright, off to the idea center. Well, I guess the first place to look for inspiration would be the gnome tech I got. Or goblin tech I got. I mean, it doesn't none of it really fits gnomish sensibilities, it seems like, but maybe I'll think of something on my way there.
Towards the idea center, you said?
Yep.
All right, the guy points you towards the. It looks like a more. Well, what you could tell might be schools and stuff. There's a large building. It's got a bunch of windows. It kind of looks almost like an office building out of, well, just like a futuristic fantasy setting. There's a bunch of people going in and out. I mean, most of the gnomes don't like dress like lawn gnomes and stuff. They're just, especially around here, they're dressed pretty normally, I guess. Gnomish suits and ties and all that. Definitely not something that fit any of you. But they're going in and out of the building. You can see people eating outside. There's even a Gnome Bucks coffee that you can see in there. Whatever much sense that makes. But this is supposedly the Idea Center. It looks like there's a university nearby. It's not. You would say it'd be big, but it's gnome-sized, so.
Well, there's one thing everybody does. It's coffee. Let's go to Gnome Bucks and just get some drinks, chat with some of the customers. Like, we can afford to buy somebody We can afford to buy a couple of drinks for people.
So
Yeah,
what
I have.
are you talking to them about or trying to converse about?
Yeah, well, the new... We'll talk about the new fad for one thing.
Oh, okay, the new fad. Alrighty. No, they talk about the moving picture plates. Yeah, they say a bunch of them want to get a hold of them, and like some of them are talking about like their favorite, like any famous like demons or famous music stuff they would like to have pictures and put on there. Some of them are just kind of wondering how they came up with it. And one of them was talking about how it was like a fascinating new discovery that the Idea Center came up with. And that they're still investigating more things where the source of that fad came from. They said they saw some of the prototypes that they got the new designs off of, but they've never seen anything like it. But the new designs are nothing like.
Yeah, I just took a look around some of the shops. That's some pretty neat stuff.
Yeah, stuff's pretty neat. I still don't know how they came up with it. The original prototypes look completely different. You can even interact with the stuff on them. So you haven't been able to replicate that completely yet, but we're working on it. Where Guru came up with that thing first, man, they need to learn how to mass make that.
Alright, well, Bob could probably see that I'm thinking pretty hard about something while the gnome is talking.
Thinking? What are you thinking about?
I'll tell you after we're done eating. Don't want anybody sniping my cool ideas, you know?
That's smart.
Alright, well, we're wait around. We're gonna wait around a bit to buy a couple more people drinks, see if we can fish for an important dude.
What was that? Can you repeat that? Like loud motorcycle noise.
I said I'm gonna buy a couple more gnomes their drinks just to chat with them, see if I get lucky and get in contact with an important dude.
Oh. Well. Okay. There is a gnome that comes out that has a couple others like following behind her. They all have like notebooks and stuff, and she sits down for some coffee. The other ones are just kind of hovering around her. She's got a fancy suit. She seems relatively important.
Good evening, ma'am. It's not even evening. What you here for? It's on me.
Some coffee and scones, obviously. Well, you're offering
Yep.
to pay?
Yep.
I suppose I'll take you up on that offer. And so,
All right.
What is it that you want? People don't normally do this unless they want something.
Well, I'd like you to take a look at this. I pull out my old 3DS.
Okay. And what is this?
It's a new technology. Well, new to here, I suppose.
All right. And what does it do?
See for yourself. I'm gonna boot up Super Mario 3D World, I guess, and let her play it for a while.
She seems a bit fascinated about it. She doesn't seem like she's having fun with the game, more like she's just analyzing it. Huh. This is similar to the new things that the new thing that was brought in before, but this is much different.
Yeah,
See,
seems to be mostly for entertainment.
right, like games for children and something like that.
Well,
Moving
more than
pictures that you can control.
Yep. Yeah, that's not all. You can take pictures with it. You can record sounds.
I see. So you brought it here. You trying to sell this, or what's going on?
Uh,
Ouch. It kicks me.
well, let's say I'm interested in an exchange of technology.
An exchange of technology, huh?
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly what we can offer you for this sort of technology, but we do have a couple things.
Yeah. Let's talk about this new discovery people are talking about.
You mean the strange picture boxes? Ah,
Yeah, I know some people who would be very interested in acquiring one of those.
hopefully that's not Nildog. I understand they need to make money, but we don't trade with them.
Hmm.
They've already taken some important pieces.
So I've heard. Yeah. No, I don't think they. I don't think they gave us any human technology to trade, right?
I mean, outside the stuff you already came here with, or from
Yeah.
elsewhere. It definitely seems like something that's fascinating and similar. Some of the idea folks, the big shot idea folks, might be interested in that.
Would you mind introducing me to them?
Once I'm done with my coffee and lunch,
That's
perhaps
fine.
we'll have to see. But I can bring you with me and at least try to do what I can for that.
Alright. Go ahead. Take your time. It's not like we have much of anywhere to be right now.
Bob, doing anything while you wait, or get the coffee and go at lunch center, sweetie. Ouch!
Ooh.
Careful, you slide down my chest and dig your claws in. That hurts.
Nah, I'm already made my monies. Guess I'm just looking around, seeing what there is to see in town.
Okay. I mean, outside of the education center, the place that you were at before, it's kind of a fairly standard town. It's got the suburbs and stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's not exactly like a huge place, but they're also gnomes, so they fit in a lot smaller location. Seems like a lot of the families, like, there's like multiple families per house. You don't see a lot of kids around, although there are some, and a lot of the gnomes just seem really busy. They even have little, like, motorized vehicles that they drive around sometimes too, similar to the tank. I mean, up front near the gates, especially where you broke things earlier, there's a lot of activity with a lot of the military-looking gnomes. They have a bunch of weapons and more like tank-like things. They even have weird, what you best be described as like wooden power suits that they're wearing, or wooden armor, just waiting and standing guard as they look at all the damage you've wrecked over there.
Wooden power suits.
What's that?
Wooden power suits.
That's what they appear to be. I mean, they're being piloted by a gnome. You can see, like, up top, there's a gnome piloting the thing to make them more standard size or slightly larger than a normal sized person.
Weren't we here to look for the Humvee stuff?
What was that?
Weren't we here to look for the Humvee stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. The Kahuna said he would give us information about the humans if we could get back some of the... If we could bring them some of the human technology that the gnomes took. At least that's what I remember.
Okay, I was just gonna say, let's try and find out where all these vehicles are coming from. Kind of, maybe they got some of the stuff from there, from the vehicles.
They're coming from well, there's no set military district. It seems like there's different offices all over the city that kind of work as like military/police centers that they're coming out of. Most of these are looking about the same. Well, if you ask around, they basically say the vehicles were developed by the Idea Center, and just like everything else, the blueprints are passed to the construction area, and that's where they construct them all and distribute them amongst the gnomes. They do sell sometimes to other demons and like demon cities that are out there, but they never will sell to the goblins. The goblins like trying to steal their stuff.
Okay. Well, that doesn't give us much on that. Yes, they must have had that for a while then.
Yeah, they say they've had, like, these little vehicles have been around for years. They say that the head of the Idea Center came up with them quite a while ago, mixing magic with the metal and wood, and got them all running off these magic cores. Some of the military guys say they had captured a vehicle from a demon group that tried to invade before, and used some of the stuff to base things off there. They say there's some newer stuff in the works, but they don't know what it is because, hey, they're the guards. They're not the people who make the ideas. They just bring in the stuff that they find and give it to them. Beep, beep. Beep. Nishka. Beep.
Feepy feep.
Feepy husky. They all kind of would say if you want to find out anything about that, that's the Idea Center is where to go to. All the big eggheads and stuff are where you get all the stuff and do whatever to make it.
Eggheads, huh? That sounds like a new idea.
An egghead?
Yeah, making your head an egg.
What does that accomplish? What's it like if you're in a fight and somebody stabs you, you just hatch out in a new body from your head? What?
It's very protective, I would guess. Hard to hit your head if your head has an egg around it.
I, it's not just a helmet, but I guess
I'm
you
sure.
definitely seem like you'd
Sure
fit
it's
in with those.
fashionable.
Yeah, you seem like you fit right in with those the Idea Center eggheads there. That's some stuff out there. They come up with some wild stuff sometimes that we got to mess around with.
Like termites with wooden legs.
That just what termites with wooden legs? Didn't they just eat their own legs?
I think that's kind of the idea. But never mind. I thank you for the information.
Check out the center. I mean, if you got those weird ideas, I'm sure someone will be happy to hear you.
Alright. So, yeah, I'm gonna go with Miss Bigwig Gnome. Get an introduction to some of the other guys. And propose an exchange of innovation.
Alrighty. Bob's able to get back before she's done eating. She's certainly taking her time. She has those other gnomes waiting on her hand and foot. But eventually she gets done eating. You know, is Bob gonna join you, or is he gonna do your own thing, or?
Yeah, I'll wait for Bob.
Yeah, so now that I know that no one knows anything except for the Innovation Center, I guess I'll go to the Innovation Center.
All right. Well, she does bring inside at that, and she sets you down in a waiting room. It's kind of like it's not like a white, like, office space waiting room. It's more just, everything kind of smells like freshly cut wood. It's all kind of that steel-like wood. Yeah. The chairs aren't very comfortable because you can't really fit in them. And the magazines are very small. And,
well, I'm gonna flip through those, of course. Still looking for inspiration. Ask Bob if he found out anything cool.
Really, no. Found out how they got the vehicles.
Yeah.
Seems like most of the people in the town don't really do this kind of stuff. And if they do, they come here.
Yeah, so what I'm thinking is maybe we could help them. Maybe we could help them study the new technology for a bit. I mean, I've got my games and stuff. I got the Aura battery charger thing, which well, I don't know how to use. I mean, you know, I figure if we help them study their new discoveries, offered some of our own, maybe they'll let us leave with some of that stuff. You know? An exchange of innovation around the world.
The magazines seem to be very, like, kind of sciencey. It's not like modern sciencey, but they talk about, like, magic, just like applications of magic and moving, like, parts, and, you know, just like those typical science and nature magazines you would find around it.
Well, I am a nerd and a toony nerd at that, so I find this stuff fascinating.
Apply magic towards creating moving parts. They're probably not something necessarily heard of outside of here, but it seems like something that could be picked up and learned on. Both Bob and Liz could especially do that. Okay, at least definitely for. I mean, eventually, somebody comes in to bring you inside. They lead you down a hallway into. It's basically a big laboratory. There's a whole bunch of gnomes in lab coats working around at various different things, and there's a larger room up top that has a lot of crazy light show going on and noise. I mean, she tells you to wait. She tells you that this is the place where all the idea folks are. The big guy is up top there doing something, or else I'd invite him to talk with you. You can go up there if you want. Just be careful. You can look around. You just show the people here. I'm sure somebody will find it fascinating and try to figure out how to replicate it.
I nod to her and I thank her for the introduction. And we'll be on our way. Just talk to anybody, really. I'll introduce myself as Lunas. I'm a adventurer, wandering merchant, that sort of deal. Picked up exotic technology on my travels. I'd like to exchange some innovation.
Change some innovation. Oh, did you find anything? You find anything neat and interesting?
Yeah, I have this. I'll take out my 3DS again. Take out my battery charging device too.
Oh, I just can't Uber it again.
Ugh.
Sweetie
kitty.
Oh, you can hear her sneezing, I bet.
Yep.
What has gotten into to make you sneeze so much, kitten? Let me get that. All right, I need to wash my arm again. They're basically all very nerdy. They're like, oh, wow, what is that? Okay, that's really cool. Yeah, we're working on this over here. See, this is a can opener that it opens doors. I don't know what we're using it for.
I mean, you could use it for espionage and infiltration.
One of them is like trying to talk to Bob about his discovery of the time cube.
Ooh, time cubes.
Right. Yeah, let me go wash my arm again.
It turns out time is actually 3-dimensional and there are 4 days in 1 day, or something like that.
It's utter nonsense, yes.
It should have been a time octagon, the lovely sides.
I'm gonna go wash my arm off. Sweetie, you keep sneezing Ubers on me. Like boots. There we go. Goobers removed. Kitty goobers removed. Outside of the goobers that are on the table already, or the desk. Oh boy.
Cats, man.
Alrighty.
So yeah, I'll offer any ideas that pop into my head while I'm looking at their blueprints and stuff.
Alright. They all seem fascinated. Not all these ideas are really great. Most of them aren't. They're just super nerdy. They're basically just like a chamber of inventors and people with ideas.
Tech bro science.
People are even interested in Bob's silly egghead idea, so... The big room up top lets out a large boom and starts smoking, but nobody...
Whoa!
Nobody down on the bottom seems even phased by it, so...
Big guy really knows how to get his science on, huh?
Oh yeah, happens all the time.
Cool.
Yeah, just gotta be careful. You gotta be careful sometimes, I guess. A bunch of his assistants came running out as chickens at one point, and that was a heck of a thing. They had to chase them all over and like throw them into a pen, and they were on rooftops and all that, and they kept jumping out. It was crazy. Yeah, that guy's always up to stuff. He's the one who gets all the neat stuff to work with, but I don't know. Just no telling what he's doing up there. He could just be cooking lunch for all we know.
Must be one heck of a lunch with an explosion that big.
Oh yeah, trust me. Well, I mean, if he caught like a demon turkey, he probably just testing out some kind of new zappy thing.
I'd eat it.
The zappy thing?
No, the turkey.
Oh yeah, eat that. Yeah, don't eat the zappy thing. You didn't make zappy.
Actually, with this,
it wasn't very popular.
Actually, with this tail, I bet I could eat the zappy thing too.
The tail does not seem amused at eating something zappy right
now.
No.
Yeah, worth a shot.
I mean, right now the tail is mostly you, but it's still like getting zapped from eating something doesn't seem fun.
Hmm.
It would be a shocking experience.
Oh no, I gotta try. There's a gnome that sneezed by you and just caused something to explode in his face. He kind of looks like a cartoon, just like toasted, sooted up. So that weird game thing, huh? That looks really cool. How do you make it?
To be honest, I'm not actually sure. I picked it up from I picked it up from a store in a very far away land.
Oh. Don't know how to make it, huh? Oh, so you're trying to look to backwards engineer the thing, huh?
I suppose so, yeah.
Ooh,
if anybody can do it, you guys would.
Yeah, the big guy usually does that. Anytime something like that comes in, it goes. He just takes it up there. We probably don't even get a chance to look at it. He'll just go and snatch it all right up and just yoink it up there.
Yeah. Does he ever get rid of anything after he's done with it?
I mean, if he gets bored with something or can't figure it out sometimes, but otherwise he, I don't know, he's working on the weird picture, like the handheld picture box things right now.
Oh yeah, this thing can do that. I'd show him the picture function.
Oh.
Maybe.
Hey, is that what? Well, you bought it from. So you didn't buy it from the Goblins, did you?
No, I brought it with me to this world.
Oh, to this world. Wait, you're not from this world?
Nope. Like I said, I travel all over the place.
That's quite a crazy thing to be able to travel around like that. Huh.
Yeah.
I was gonna say we're missing some parts from the recent stuff because the Goblins took it, but
yeah,
maybe
so
that'll
I've
help.
heard.
Yeah, somebody want to go ring the big guy up there? It's like, I don't really want to do it. I don't want to get blown up. Oh.
Nah, I'm practically immune to explosions. I'll go do it.
If you insist.
Alright, I will head on up and ring him up.
Alright. Well, the door opens when you ring on it. It falls off its hinges. So there's just a whole bunch of smoke pouring out. It smells kind of suspect. Like,
why do you even have that lever? That's what... No? Yeah, I thought it would be funny.
Oh, the gnomes don't seem to get the reference.
I hope the turkey's tasty.
Just hear a voice like, I can't find it. I think it's in the air. I can inhale it.
Well, I'm no bird, but hey, Sieg, think we can twister all this smoke out of here? Is he even here?
Sieg is here. The others have followed you. Yeah. I can try, but I don't know what's in the lab. Like.
Good point. Let's.
Yeah, don't make a tornado in here. The last time I did that, it took a while to clean up.
Yeah, fair enough. Let's go find some fans.
Hold on, I think I got this. You just hear a noise. It sounds like a vacuum cleaner, and like bagpipes and vacuum cleaner, and smoke is getting sucked up. There's a relatively large gnome, about twice the size of a normal one, he's wearing goggles and a whole bunch of like scientific stuff.
What's up, Doc?
Best way I could say is picture him almost like wearing like a lab coat, Ghostbusters, Indiana Jones mixed up thing. Oh, I can't remember what it's called, but you see it like an adventuring scientist kind of has.
Yeah.
He's sucking it up into the weird bagpipe thing he's playing. Very not exactly the most usual sort of thing to be doing that, but it seems to be working. Other than
I hope it sounds good at least.
It does not. It sounds terrible.
Yeah.
He's also coughing smoke now and then as he's using it to suck the things up.
You okay?
There's still calories from the roasted turkey in here somewhere. It's fine.
So,
oh shoot, what is it? Who is it that wears that outfit like that? He's from one of Final Fantasy.
I mean, if anybody would wear something like that, it would be a Cid, wouldn't it?
It's probably a Cid. Yeah, Final Fantasy 3 Cid. Not like the weird, like, hazmat suit, the Final Fantasy 6 one, but like the Final Fantasy 3 kind of Cid.
Yeah, it's been so long since I've even looked at FF3.
Oh god, he even looks like a gnome.
He kind of does, doesn't he? I remember that, at least. Yeah. Yeah, that's Cid. Well, once he's done cleaning up, I'll approach him, offer my hand. Name's Lunas. I'm a adventurer, traveling merchant.
Nice to meet you.
Go through the whole same spiel about just bringing in exotic technology, exchanging ideas, innovation, technology.
And I'm Norman. It's nice to meet you. Yes, Norman the Gnome. It's Norman with a G. My parents weren't very original with names.
Eh.
Do not sneeze more boogers at me. Do not sneeze more boogers at me. Ew.
I know a gnome who tried to fit in with some other dudes. I call himself George Gnome. He like literally just cut the G off of gnome. So you're not alone, Norman.
Yeah. So you got something interesting you come up here for?
Yeah, I hear you've been trying to figure out that picture box. I'd like you to see this.
Oh yeah, the picture box. That was some crazy find, all right. Oh, what's this? That looks a little similar.
Yeah. This is made by a company from one of the places I've been. They call it a 3DS, but I mean the important part here is the camera function. I'll take a picture of him. I'll take a 3D picture of him and turn it around and show him.
Why does the S need 3Ds? Oh yeah, it captures images, kind of like a scrying orb kind of thing, huh?
Yep. figure, you know, maybe as another sample, an extra pair of eyes might help you along a bit.
Maybe. I know this thing has just been confounding me. There's a couple of them. I tried to use one with magic, but then it inflated like a balloon and exploded.
You'd be surprised how often I've done something like that.
Yeah, like it's easy to repair that kind of thing. Oh, dude, what are you? And he's just suddenly distracted and poking Bob. I've never seen something like you before.
Believe it or not, he can make magic ink. It might be better than this stuff around here.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
that's always useful.
Got a little bit of magic of my own. Don't know how useful it'll be to the industry, but
Care about the industry. I care about just finding out the neat stuff, taking
Yeah,
stuff
fair.
apart, putting it back together.
yeah, fair enough.
Everyone else just gives me money and stuff to get. Man, I need money to work the stuff, so I just give them the stuff I find out, and they give me money to find out more stuff.
Yeah, it sounds like a pretty good arrangement.
Yep. So yeah, I think you can actually help figure out this other thing.
Only one way to find out, right?
Is this squid guy know that kind of stuff too?
Not really.
Oh,
I'm sure you know something about your world's technology, right?
I guess I know some trivial stuff.
Yes. Like, even just the basics, really. Alright, well, let's get to work. Yeah, just,
yeah, I'm missing some stuff for to finish all this up, but the goblins took a bunch of the stuff, so if we're missing some things, I don't know what to do about that. It's kind of hard how to like backwards engineer something when you don't even know what the heck is missing.
Alright, well, I've seen, I've seen devices like this before. Let me take a look. Can I identify which parts are missing?
I mean, it's just... He's got cell phones. There
Yeah.
doesn't seem to be anything missing other than, them being charged. He just doesn't know what they are.
Oh, I see what the problem is here. The batteries are dead. Here, let me try this. I'll take out my Aura battery charging device, and I'll just... Well, I'll see if I can plug it into the phone. I made it for the 3DS, but... I'll see if I can plug it into the phone and try to charge it off my own Aura.
Starts charging. It's gonna... It'll take a little bit, because you don't want to overcharge a cell phone quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Especially some of them.
Alright, this seems to be working. It might take an hour or two, so, you know. Why don't you try checking out the other features of that? It's pretty cool. It's got tons of games.
Take it apart.
Ooh. Yeah, you know what? Sure, for science.
Oh, alright. Well, let me check out these game things first. I want to see how this thing works. He's barely playing the games more than just, analyzing everything. He's just pressing the buttons, seeing how things move.
It's actually
He's really into it.
It's actually real impressive on a technical level. I mean, the guys who made this have been developing this kind of technology for 50 years, about.
Huh. That's quite a long time making that kind of stuff. Wish they had it here. I've seen some similar broken things to this from the junk pile before, but... Yeah, this is pretty fascinating. Seems like it'd be pretty fun for some kiddos.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I've had devices like this, well, pretty much my whole life.
You could hook one of these up to one of the tanks and control it with the tank. I wonder if you could do that with magic so you don't have anybody driving it. That'd be pretty fun. You could just drive
yeah,
all
definitely. Yeah, definitely possible. I sketch up something like an Xbox controller.
Huh.
And then I sketch a Wii U gamepad. This one's got a screen built into it. Could be handy.
Maybe. Still want, this stuff is all pretty darn fascinating.
Yeah.
So you think it's gonna tie up with these other weird things? We got some other stuff, but none of it really makes much sense to me. I think the goblins took the rest of it.
Yeah, well, you got us here. Let's check it out. I'll stick the phone into my jacket pocket while it's charging.
All right, you guys come on along and see if you can help with any of that. Watch out for the strange if there any of the stuff sitting around though, because some of that does some strange stuff. Don't need exploding anymore. I don't want to be chasing people turn chickens again. Oh.
Yeah, I've been turned into some weird stuff.
Yeah, well, I don't plan on chasing you or anyone else around with that.
Alright, let's see what we got here.
Alright. A lot of it he leads you over to is just... looks like it's junk from the junkyard that came from other worlds. You do see some human-like stuff. You definitely see some parts from that car. Like, you see, like, the transmission, but it's missing other parts of the engine, which you saw in the goblin area. He's got the gas tank, and it looks like he had some coffee cups next to it, which was probably, you could guess that was not a very good idea, but... He's got various contraptions trying to figure out what the gasoline is. Just dripping vials and potion bottles and stuff like that.
Yeah. So, this stuff. Have you tried blowing it up yet?
Blow it up if I were going to try to figure out how to do it. I don't blow stuff up on purpose all the time.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the gas?
Yeah, I'm talking about the gas.
That stuff, we blew some of that up. It kind of blew up without us trying. Didn't taste very good.
It does that. Well, it's not for drinking. It's for powering the engine. It pulls the fuel from the gas tank into itself. Ignites it with a spark, and the explosion drives the crankshaft to make it spin.
That's pretty cool, but it seems like kind of a waste when you can just have a magic thing doing that without risking blowing everything up.
Not all societies develop magic.
Well, that's just weird, and that's a kind of a shame.
I'm sure they would be absolutely fascinated by some of your technology.
And I'd probably like to see what all their stuff does too.
Yeah.
Yeah, this stuff is pretty neat. I mean, it's definitely planning to improve some of the tanks with this kind of thing if I could figure it out. But it seems like stuff's missing, so I don't know.
So, yeah, you guys don't get along with the goblins very well, huh?
Some reason. I don't really care. Everyone else in the village just hates them. It's always been a rule for as long as I can remember. I mean, they did take the stuff. Their inventions are kind of dumb too, but I can like appreciate it. Why do you make why would you make something that's just meant to turn itself off? I really get that.
I mean, I think it's funny.
Well, I guess there's that.
Yeah, I'll take out my useless machine, plop it down on the desk. I mean, some of this other stuff, I mean, not every piece of technology has to run by itself, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. Not a lot of people can appreciate that kind of stuff, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
I made this one thing, but it's nobody appreciates it. He just plops a seat down and he hops into it. It just basically a loud whoopee cushion chair, like extremely loud, shake the place. I thought it was funny, but it just made everyone mad. You just hear crashing glass from the labs below from it to shake. It's like, got a heck of a punch.
Yeah, I'll say. I thought I set this to loop.
I always want more of this stuff. I wish I had the stuff the goblins had, but it's not like I can talk to them because everyone else is going to get all pissy about it.
I've actually been to their... Yeah, I mean, I've been to their village. I traded with them for some of this stuff.
Don't tell the other people around here. They'll kick you out in your butt.
I'm just saying is maybe the best thing to do would just be to try to get in contact with some of them. I'm sure there's at least one goblin somewhere there that doesn't hate gnomes.
Maybe. I don't know. I've never really been over there. I've been in here all this time, even when they brought all this stuff in. All I heard was they told me that the goblins took the rest of it.
Yeah, that's actually what I heard from the goblins about the gnomes. Do
they even know what they're doing with the rest of that stuff? Do they know how to, like, do any of this kind of thing?
Honestly, I'm not really sure, but if you got anything you're done working with, I could bring it over and, we'll see.
Maybe. Kind of weird to go to both places here when you're at war, but I guess if you're interested in that kind of stuff. I mean, I do the same thing, too, if they weren't such, like, jerks about it, and then people here being jerks about it.
Yeah, I don't really have the time or the knowledge of both your cultures to help you with that, but, I mean, we can make steps,
Got the time, but, I don't really know about the culture either. I've spent all my time just working on stuff. Even when the people brought in all this stuff. There's not many folks that can go to both villages. You work for, like, the, I guess that you work for the, like, you guys work for the local, what's he called? The local general guy? Like the others do?
Actually, we, how do I put this? We were sent here by a general, but it's not the one you're thinking of, and, we're actually helping out some guys from the junk heap, too.
Oh, people from the junk heap. Yeah, they were in a rough situation there.
Yeah.
I wanted to send them some stuff, but the general said we couldn't do that.
Yeah.
And which general are you thinking of? Because I don't know which one I'm thinking of, unless you're thinking of the same one. That's not the one I'm thinking of.
No, I'm thinking of the general from the world that all this technology came from.
I know that general. No, I'm talking about the general of, like, there's a bunch of different factions and stuff in this netherworld. There's, like, the general's in charge of this part of the area around here. He's got people he sends out. Doesn't like the junkyard things. He's got people that come through here, goes through Nilbog too, and we give them some of our technology too. We're supposed to be like their vassals or some nonsense like that, but I don't care about that, and I don't know if anyone else does.
Hey, is your general the same general that controls that goblin place?
Yeah,
didn't he just say that?
Yeah, he's got both of us under there. Wait, no, I don't know. Actually, I know that his men go through both of them, but I don't know who they're aligned to over there. I know that we're supposed to follow his stuff, but whatever. It's better than being attacked and having them coming in and stomping all over us. Demons ain't always the best kind of folks. Some of them are fine, but these guys are just kind of rude.
Yeah. Well, our general, Sam, he's looking to expand his territory and to take out all of those guys. If you and the Goblins joined up with him, we could probably just kick that other general right out of here.
Oh, just one of those things going on, huh? You got one of those, what do they call them, rivalries going on or something? Or whether they, it's just one of those spats for power going on between the those types. I prefer we stay out of all that, but
yeah, that's
I know
fair.
It's like we can't. Seems kind of weird working for him to come over here just to trade ideas, though.
Well, we actually just came out here because we didn't know what was here. We were just scouting, and we found your villages.
Some kind of luck.
You're telling me.
Yeah, well, it's good. Like you're the second weird folks to come through and drop off some fancy technology to have us look at, try to replicate. Outside of all the stuff that the Goblins took. I'd rather just get a hold of that stuff, even if we were working together and just put that stuff together, because I can't figure it out with all that missing. The collective don't want to deal with anything with those goblins, though.
Yeah. Well, if you didn't mind leaving the city for a while, we could probably disguise you and get you into the village.
I'm sure they would figure out I'm missing, but I'd love to get out of this place. Just to stretch and try some of my inventions.
Yeah.
I got a whole bunch of gadgets.
Can't just tell them you're gonna go out for a while?
I could tell them I try to go out, but with all the alarms that were going off, they might be the collective's kind of dumb. They don't like to lose their people that are good at doing stuff, you know?
It's true.
They make everybody who's smart come over here to the idea place to make everybody good at putting stuff together over in the industrial. That's just all it is. The Gnome Collective is just all about organizing that stuff when people go here. And I mean, I'd love to sneak out and see their stuff.
Idea. Can your scrying orbs transmit sound as well as images? And do they work both ways or just one way?
Usually only one way, and if you know exactly where it's going, it's to take a look at things. And like sometimes you can listen in if you got good enough magic, but you don't really have a two-way communication kind of thing. There is stuff to do that though.
Between the three of us, we can probably jerry rig something. Then we'll take one of them over to the gnome or the goblin village, and we can get you on the line with some of their tech guys, and nobody has to go anywhere, right?
Yeah, I guess. Oh man, now you kind of ruined my day because I was hoping to get out of this place. I want to see what the heck they're doing firsthand.
If you want to get out of this place, and if you want to just, if you're okay with the risk, we'll take you along.
But I don't know how I'm going to manage to trick everyone into knowing that I'm still here. I mean, the guys down below don't care. But, yeah, the collective with other people are going to get upset. They're the ones that passed me all this stuff to try to backwards engineer.
What if we told them we were on a mission to get some stuff from the goblins? Or were they not like that?
They wouldn't want me to go along. They'd send a bunch of the frickin' buff gnomes with you. And then we'd have another war, another fight, and we'd wreck all our fancy stuff again, and that wouldn't be... It's hard to invent. It's hard to invent stuff when you're just being like, "Hey, fix all the stuff that got broken," because everyone started throwing stuff at each other, like pine cones and freaking bombs and goblins launching each other in catapults. It's crazy.
Yeah, what's with the pine cones anyway? They look really sharp.
Well, yeah, that's the great part about it, because you think they're just pine cones, and you go to because a lot of people will be like, "Hey, they're just pine cones; they're not gonna hurt," and then suddenly, pop, yeah, full of holes. I didn't want to make them as scary like that. I want them to do some silly stuff, but we were told we gotta make them that way.
Warhawk's gonna war.
Yeah, that wasn't even the collective, really. That's just other people, but I wanted to mix in that weird chicken thing I made with some of those and just chicken a bunch of goblins, but
Alright.
That would have just been funny. I mean, if you guys can figure out how to get me out of here, I'll come with you. I got plenty of gadgets, and I may not be as crazy about that kind of stuff as some of the buff gnomes, but I can deal with it.
Yeah, problem is, I mean, it's too bad we can't make another you.
No, I tried that once. That didn't go over too well.
I'll bet. If we could just... Yeah, I mean, setting up a communication line is a good idea. It just doesn't get you out of here.
Yeah, and I don't get to see their stuff in action. Watching something work isn't as good as being up close to it, you know? I can watch a picture or scrying of the goblin stuff all the day, but that's not going to tell me much.
Okay, here's a silly idea. If we made you look like a goblin and pretended to catch you and drag you out of town, you'd pretty much get out scot-free.
If there was a goblin in town, they'd probably do something pretty bad.
Yeah.
I mean, a disguise would work, a pretty good disguise, but a goblin caught in town would probably be I don't even know what they do with them, but it's not a good thing, probably.
Well,
for all I know, they use that chicken of fire thing they took from me to turn them into chickens and then throw them somewhere. I don't know.
I'm gonna. I'll pick up the chicken of fire.
The chicken of fire isn't there.
Oh, it's not here. Okay.
No. He just said that they had taken it.
Well, it doesn't have to be a goblin. I could disguise you as all sorts of things, as long as I have the magic for it.
Right? I'm up for any disguise, really. Yeah, just don't do a cow, Sieg says.
I was thinking about that.
Bob got any ideas?
Nah, I don't think so.
Alright, well, let's try a Moogle.
What's a Moogle?
Let's see, do I have Tactics A2 still on my thing? Yeah, jeez. I'll sketch one for him. They're pretty cute. They kinda know me.
A guess kinda. Yeah, I kind of know me, I guess. Sieg says, yeah, that.
Got any better ideas, Sieg?
I don't know. I didn't expect a Moogle. Do you have the stuff for that? I mean, the other thing.
I have imagination.
That's a pretty powerful tool. That's how I make a lot of my stuff. I mean, for like a tinkerer guy like this, I don't know. My only thoughts were like, raccoon maybe, or like a raccoon guy, or some type of, I don't know, a ferret. I don't know. I mean, raccoon seems to fit, but Moogle fits pretty well too. I just didn't expect you to bring that up.
Why not both?
Does that even work?
Only one way to find out, right?
Oh, jeez. What does that even look like? What? Is that just like a small hovering raccoon?
Yeah, it's a raccoon with little bat wings and a pom-pom.
And big ears, too, probably.
Yep.
As long as I got hands to work and do stuff, whatever.
Yep, I'll make sure to... Alright, let's, gonna lay on hands and, try to zap him into that.
Lay on hands. That's not the correct skill.
Well, I don't want to zap the whole lab.
No. Hey, it works, actually. It works perfectly well. You got FFTA style. I mean, are you going for Moogle size or what?
Gnome size. Well, it's probably smaller than he's used to.
Gnome size is... I mean, a gnome size Moogle is probably smaller than the Tactics Advanced Moogles.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Moogle size.
Alrighty. It's slightly bigger than he's used to, but hey, it works. So you got, like, a Moogcoon, a Kugel, I don't know what you want to call it.
Rackoogle,
yeah. It's a raccoon with big ears, a pom-pom, the bat wings, and...
How you feel?
I feel fluffy. Koopo. What the heck is a Koopo?
Mission accomplished.
Well, hey, it works.
Yep.
My clothes don't exactly fit. Give me a second. He just takes out some weird, like, spray bottle and sprays his clothes, and they shrink, and they, like, mold to fit. There we go.
That is rad as heck, and I would not mind buying a copy of that when I...
Oh, the clothes spray?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's spray on clothing, or you just spray it on the spray on clothing and it fixes it.
Yeah. Actually, Bob, can you copy that? If it's magic, like...
Yeah, it is magic.
Okay, oh, you see, take a look.
Bob can indeed copy the clothing spray. It works very well with his ink, in fact. You can spray ink on clothing or on somebody to create clothes or fit their clothes to them.
That is totally awesome.
Yeah, I can
this for the next time we try and sneak into a city.
Yeah, I kept burning up my clothes and like ruining them and stuff, so I had to come up with something.
Alright, sweet.
Hey, and everything else fits. Perfect. Alright. He grabs a bunch of gadgets and puts them into a pouch that he's like pouch that he carries on his side. They all seem to fit in there. It's pretty obvious. It's some type of pouch of holding.
Alright, yep. Alright, did he grab the stuff that
He grabbed the other stuff, yes.
Yeah. Okay, we're good to go.
I just gotta set up something to make him think I'm still here somehow.
I'm not the best at illusions, unfortunately.
I just need a lot of noise. They could think that I'm working up here or something.
Alright, well, one last job. You want to make a thing that can record... You want to try making a thing together that can record and play back sounds?
Sure.
Alright, let's get to work on let's get to work on making that.
Making a orb thing, huh?
An orb of ambient noise.
Okay.
Little orb of ambient.
Well, your first attempt doesn't work exactly that great. It lets out a loud noise.
Ah!
It's like it was like picking up on way too many goblins or things around at once. Just
Okay. Turn it off. Turn it off.
Like my OBS explosion when I turn it on, kind
of. Sorry about that. That probably hurt your ears a whole bunch, huh?
Oh God! The only thing I can hear is the ringing of the bells of invention, I guess.
The bells of science.
Well, we're on the right track.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's keep working on it, I guess.
Second attempt is much better. We can set up let's set the thing up. There's
all right, let's record.
A little static to it, but nothing too terrible.
All right, let's record some of
the.
Yeah, let's record some lab activity and then get you out of here.
Alrighty, lab activity. It's like, oh, okay, I'll make it sound like a typical lab in here. And it comes out really well, filled with explosions, cussing, laughter, just ranting to himself and stuff, and noises. And it definitely sounds like a mad science lab. The hit orb.
All right. I'll switch it off when I've recorded enough. Put it on loop, add a bit of randomization in there.
Alrighty.
All right. And with this, I think we're good to go. Ready to get out of here, Norman?
I'm ready to go. Is everyone else ready?
Yeah.
Yep. See, Deanna?
I'm ready.
All right. Let's blow this popsicle stand. Figuratively. We've done enough blowing up the lab, I think.
Yeah, for today, I guess. Alright, I'm ready to go.
Yep.
Oh, hey, I can kind of float with these wings. That's pretty neat.
Huh, yeah. Alright, let's head on out of the city. Maybe say goodbye to the other lab. Yeah, say goodbye to the other scientists. They were cool.
Alrighty. They're all curious about Norman there and everything there, but they have no plans of telling anybody anything.
Well, I mean, hopefully
excited.
when we get back, we'll have all kinds of stories to share. Technology too.
They're pretty excited about that. I'm lucky.
All right, see you guys.
See ya.
All right. let's head on out. I'll stop in a gnome shop on the way back to see if I can get my own bottle of clothing spray.
You indeed can get a bottle of clothing spray.
Sweet.
Comes in different colors and varieties, or just the standard all. I mean, the stuff that comes in all different colors and varieties is more expensive, just like inkjet cartridges.
I'm gonna get something that's the same color as my blue jacket.
Alrighty. You have clothes spray.
Alright. Next stop, a place.
Alrighty. Town is still kind of on high alert after your shenanigans earlier, but you can get out the same gate. The guards do wonder where the heck the raccoon came from. But
Is that casual?
what?
I say just act casual.
Oh. They're still kind of wondering what the heck, because you didn't come in here with that. Like, where did that guy come from? Like,
space!
Norma's just like, oh, I was in the lab. I've been in the lab for a while. They have been working in the idea place for a while. I'm just going out, get some fresh air.
You heard him. Even the mad science projects need some fresh air every now and then.
All right. Well, just don't go doing whatever weird too much out there. Make sure to come back.
I give him the thumbs up, and let's get out of here.
All right. You're able to head out. There are still gnomes on guard all over the place, but it's...
Once we get back to the junction, it would probably be a good idea to try and get myself back into cow form.
Oh, okay.
They recognize the cow. They don't recognize a tanuki.
Oh. I guess, yeah. I mean... You did eat one earlier. You going to try to do that?
Gonna try to do that.
Okay. You're able to get a little bit of it out, but not all the way. Kind of look like a cow-spotted tanuki. You can keep trying if you want, but you kind of did it from the staff earlier.
The staff that I don't have.
Yes.
Maybe this will be good enough. I gotta save my juice in case we need to make a return trip.
Tanuki with cow coloration is sure a thing, but yeah. All right. Well, I mean, if anybody had like a spell for that, you really gotta look like the cow again, huh? I don't have anything like that. I don't know if Bob has anything like that.
It's easier than trying to explain crazy transformation stuff. I don't know.
Don't tanukis just change forms all the time anyways?
Yes, they do.
Have you been using your... what were you trying to use to become a cow? Did you use the tanuki stuff, or were you trying to use the cow stuff you ate?
I was trying to do tanuki stuff, yeah.
Norman's looking over at you. Well, why don't you try, if you ate some cow stuff, shoot, how are you going to get the tanuki stuff? You know, where does the tanuki power come from, anyway? What is it? Like, where is it a lot of it at? Should you like?
I'm not actually, I'm not actually sure. The tail, maybe?
Seem kind of new at this. See,
Well, I haven't always been a Tanuki. I only just reincarnated today.
Well, that makes sense. So you still haven't. Well, yeah, you gotta work those skill levels up there.
Yeah, I do.
I know. You know what? If it's coming from the tail, just hug the tail and think the cow thoughts and try to do it then. Keep the tail close and try to because if you got like a magic thing in a part, or like you attached a mechanical thing to the back of your back and trying to move the arm around and not destroy the entire lab. Sometimes if you get a feeling on it, like if you tug on the tail or hug it or poke the part, you can feel it helps you concentrate.
All right, I'll do that. I'll just wrap my arms and tentacles around the tail and try to cow out.
You would have cowed out, although your tail is still Tanuki. It's just cowish.
Yeah, this works.
Alrighty.
Thanks for the advice. I'll try to keep that in mind going forward.
Yeah, when you grow a new body part or something, sometimes the best way is to use a natural way to focus on it. That's what they say when you pinch somebody to wake them up from a dream, or because if you're not used to it, you gotta get the feel in there. It makes your brain focus on it.
Yep. Yeah, that makes sense.
Alrighty. Well, I'm ready to go to this Nilbog place.
All right. Just Ixnay on the coming from Emong part, at least until we get to the guys who don't care.
I'm not gonna go and just spout that kind of thing.
Just making sure. All right, off to Nilbog. I'm gonna get some water.
Alrighty.
Alright, I'm back.
Alrighty. I still got some of my throats drying out.
Ugh.
Yeah, I don't know how much longer I'll be able to go, but we'll go as long as we can. Blamed trails last night for the ridiculous amount of dialogue.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Alrighty. And if Bob wants to say or do anything, you just go ahead. Heading for Nilbog and doing anything else before or on the way, or
well, if we run into a bear, I'm gonna try to catch it, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to find one while we got Norman with us.
You do not encounter any bears.
Dang.
Do we have any plans to avoid getting attacked by guardian gnomes?
Just try to resist the urge to fight.
There shouldn't be any gnomes over by Nilbog. The only animals you encounter are squirrels, bunnies, and like the eagle flying over. No bears. You do see some rather large bear tracks where the smaller bear you ate was, but that's about it.
Huh. Yeah, well, not gonna do that when we got Norman with us. I mean, he's probably got some crazy technology, but it's risky.
Yep. Alrighty. Heading to a needle bog. Well, it's pretty much an uneventful trip. Outside, like just seeing those animals there. The goblins the guards are out there waiting, just like always. They kind of recognize you though.
They wave a hoof, ask to be let in.
You're back from Emong already?
Yep, and we got quite the haul. Show 'em.
Yeah, okay. He just pulls out some stuff. Give me a sec, this is my eye. Ooh. Darn you, thing flying in my eye. He just pulls out some of the stuff, he shows it and puts it back, and like, oh, wow, how'd you get that? Okay. Kahuna's going to want to see that. Hurry up and get inside before the gnomes come chasing you. Yeah,
Can do.
Dirty gnomes. Alright, they let you inside.
Alright. Alright, well, we'll head straight to Kahuna's place first. Can show Norman around later.
You sure we want to head straight there?
Are you, Bob? Are you threatening me with a boss fight?
What?
Like, are you sure? It's like, are you sure you want to go to the big important place right away because there's gonna be a boss fight and maybe a point of no return?
Oh yeah. Watch out for bonus AP conditions.
We're gonna miss a side quest.
Forgot to pick up 10 rabbits or whatever.
20 bear asses. Literally a TV Tropes article.
That wasn't that from Progress Quest?
I have no idea.
From an idle game. When you're able to get in, who knows? They're just waiting for you. Oh, you return. You got stuff.
We hit the mother. We hit the mother load.
How'd you get all that? How'd you manage to go and get all that stuff? Did you beat them all up? What the?
Well, we definitely beat some of them up.
Huh.
And we snuck into their lab, grabbed all this stuff, shoved it in a bag, and here we are.
Alrighty. So, it was that you picked up a new person along the way too, huh?
Yep. This is Norman. We. This is Norman. He's here to study Goblin tech.
Brought another egghead guy here, huh? Alrighty. You would take back what those gnomes stole from us. Yeah. Now we can try to.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not really sure who's stealing from who anymore.
What are you talking about?
I don't know, it just seems like everybody steals things from everybody else nowadays, you know?
Steal anything. The stuff that was getting, with all that stuff, the other stuff was stolen by the gnomes. That's what happened.
Mm-hmm. Alright, well, we can talk about your visitors later. Let's head over to the lab.
We don't really have a lab, but we just have a place where we hammer everything together.
Alright, workshop then.
Oh, okay. Alright. He hops down, kind of like a big impact, and then walks you over to across the village into a place. He just opens up the huge iron doors without any effort and leads you inside. There's a bunch of goblins just going around tinkering on various things and trying to build stuff. Whatever he's trying to build out of the other car parts, there's obviously not anything to do with a car. It's just some sort of giant, like, buzzsaw wielding mecha steampunk thing.
Okay. I know that's not what you're supposed to do with those parts, but that is pretty rad.
Hey, that's a pretty crazy thing you try to build there. I kind of like it. Not exactly what I was thinking about at first, but we had a similar sort of idea there.
Let's let's look in your bag and see what we got here. Let's build some stuff, you know?
Yeah, let me take a look around first before I start.
Sure thing.
Can you give that back? Give it back. Come here.
Who took what? Which one of these kitties is taking stuff, huh?
She had her paw on the D20, so I gave her a D20 boop. I gave her a D20 boop. She went like, and then pulled the D20 away. Her paw. So I gave her a boop. D20 boop, boop, boop. There, that's all you get with the D20.
Sometimes the cats take and sometimes they give.
Sylvie is smacking the things across the floor quite often.
It's Sylvie.
No, it's not Sylvie.
It's this time.
It's Sweetie.
Sweetie.
Sweetie's the one that went boop and then pulled it away on the desk. So I gave her a nose boop with the dice.
Boop.
Let me take a look at this thing. We all take a look at this thing first, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Of course, Norman's going all over the place looking at all the stuff. That's fascinating using that kind of thing like that. Yep. That's certainly different.
Yeah.
Well, definitely a different approach to things. I could definitely see it working really well with stuff.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna take out the cell phone and see if it's charged.
It's charged.
Hey, Norman, it's charged.
Hey, great. Now that it's charged, I mean, I don't exactly know what to do with it at the moment, but hey, I'm glad it's charged.
Yeah. If I can get into it, I'm gonna look through the contacts.
Alrighty. Well, getting into the contacts and stuff is a little hard because, I mean, it's quite obviously a military phone, so
yeah.
There's some encryption on that there. Not everything is fully encrypted. There's some games on it, and there's basic contacts, just like mom, dad, and that kind of thing. There's definitely... It definitely belonged to a human, though. You can tell from the pictures and all that.
Oh, alright.
The curious thing is some of the last pictures taken were over by the Jeep. And you can't really make out who's they're fighting, but they definitely seem a lot taller than either the gnomes or the goblins.
Any ideas, Norman? I show him the picture of the fight. These guys look familiar.
Norman's like, huh. Yeah? That looks like dudes that work for the general guy I told you about.
That's what I thought.
The Kahuna's like, yeah, those guys, yeah, they work for the general. Those are the guys who brought us the stuff. They brought us the stuff. They told us how the gnomes stole it all. That's why we're building this thing. We're supposed to build this for them.
Ah.
Huh.
Did Norman bring the rest of the engine with him?
Well, it's a little hard to take the whole engine, but he brought everything he could.
All right, yeah. Even if you guys are just making it to give it to him, what do you think? With that engine, you think the engine could improve this? If we put the whole thing together?
All this? Yeah. You can definitely if you put it together with that with the whole thing. I mean, I don't really know what it all does, but I kind of assume from the little bit you described, it would probably let it work pretty well. Although I still think the magic base would have been a bit better.
Yeah, perhaps so.
One of the nerdy goblins like, no, Steam! Steam is better. Well, I always have to be magic. If magic doesn't work, you can't have it run. It's like, well, yeah, if the magic doesn't work because somebody did something, it doesn't run. So you gotta have a backup thing. Like, yes, Steam! Steam is backup! Steam works even with no magic. Well, if you do both, then you can run it no matter what. They're just kind of nerding out with each other.
Alright, if there are any loose parts lying around, I'm gonna just try and fit them together with some of Norman's stuff.
Definitely loose parts laying around. You can put together some parts of the car, and it looks like there were parts of a gun, but it looks like it was a broken... Somebody broke the barrel on the guns that you see here, but there's not as many... There's not very many of them, but it looks like they were given over. You saw Norman had something like that too.
Yeah.
Kahuna's all using magic stuff, this kind of thing for power and stuff is like the gnomes, what the gnomes do.
Well, just because it's them who are doing it doesn't make it objectively bad.
Yeah, well, it's not like we know how to use that stuff. They don't share their crap. They're always fighting with us and stealing stuff anyways. Frickin' had a place blown up the other week. The place was blown up from an attack by them. People coming home from train getting blown up. Turn in the chickens, frickin' just vanishing.
Yeah, that does seem to happen a lot.
Pretty too. You don't really get to see them very often. In and out like a bunch of little gorillas. Much sense this little gorillas attacking makes, but
well,
finished building this thing for the We gotta finish building this for the general, or he's gonna be raising hell. But we gotta make something better than the gnomes, so we can go over there and attack them and take it back. But you guys got it back for us, so we can finish this and get to the general.
Yep.
Say, does the general have a name?
Oh, the general around here? He just goes by Bordis.
Bordis, huh?
Bordis. General Bordis. Like, we've gotten some good victories over on the gnomes. And then sometimes they come back, blow everything up, and take stuff from us. Then we gotta build up better crap. Go and fight them again. It's such dirty little conniving things. Last time I went for a walk, I got a pine cone in the ass.
Yeah, we got a couple pine cones on our way over there, too.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure...
It wasn't even over in their area. I was just going for a walk.
Yeah, think of all the progress you could make if you guys traded technology, though.
Why would we do that? And they're always taking all the stuff and attacking.
Because we brought all this stuff over here, and it works great.
Yeah, but why would we team up with people who keep attacking us? We can build stuff even better than they can.
Well, it turns out that there are a bunch of the folks at the Gnome Workshop that don't really care about fighting. So it's not everybody.
Yeah, well then who keeps attacking us constantly? Taking our stuff. It's definitely gnomes. We've had to go over there and get our stuff back and take their stuff.
Some people just like to fight. Some gnomes just like to fight. Some goblins just like to fight.
Every time we get new technology, new stuff dropped off, gnomes always sort of stealing part of it. Can never get anything done for the general. We always gotta go fight.
Any idea what general leads the gnomes?
Orman speaks up. Yeah, from what I heard, that's Bordis.
Gee, isn't that real suspicious? Same general for both places.
Okay, yeah, alright, crazy conspiracy theory here, but, what if General Bordis wants you two fighting each other for, I don't know, nefarious reasons?
Why would he want us to fight each other?
Nefarious
We're both
reasons.
working for him.
I don't know, just to keep control over both of you, I guess.
That would be extremely stupid of him.
Yeah. I mean, just consider it as a possibility.
Norman's
from...
Oh. What was that?
It would keep you guys from being strong enough to take him out. That would be one reason.
Norman's like, yeah.
Fighting wars. Not like you can fight them.
Norman says, yeah, that kind of makes a little sense. But we keep getting better. They keep dropping stuff off that we gotta, like, they say they gotta build up. I mean, if the gnomes are doing the same thing and they get stuff to build up too, and they keep stealing from each other, I don't know why it would be for, like, stop them from getting too strong if they're always well, I guess if they're always fighting each other and building stronger stuff, but then if they're always destroying it, yeah, maybe.
Yeah. So here's an idea, Kahuna. You got any engineers here who really want to check out gnome tech?
It's a couple.
Hmm.
We bring stuff to them that we take from the gnomes when we go through an attacks.
Alright, well, if they promise to behave themselves, we could get them into the city.
To the gnome city?
Yeah, we know a couple of their scientists.
And what, to steal the stuff? You're gonna get them in there so they can see the stuff to steal it?
Well, that would be up to them. Doesn't always have to be about stealing. Sometimes you can just share a thing, you know?
Why would we want to share stuff with them, though?
I don't know. Ask them.
Who and I want to know why I would want to work with the gnomes. We've been fighting for thousands of years.
Yeah, and if you guys get to know each other, maybe you could stop. Unless you want to keep fighting.
I want them
Forever.
to quit stealing our stuff.
You can't just have something like that overnight. You gotta work for it.
Just why we build stronger things. We could go and fight and get the other stuff. If we beat them, we won't have to fight anymore.
Yeah, that's not what I'm saying at all.
Norman says, but then the gnomes just go build stronger stuff to get back at you anyways, so...
Exactly. It's just the cycle of revenge that'll never stop unless somebody is man enough to say, no, I'm not gonna fight.
Bortus. Why would Bortus be bringing gnome stuff, though, too? I don't get that. Like I say, Norman just says, like, yeah, gnomes probably go and give the stuff to the general, too. It's just all, well, yeah, we build the stuff and the general wants it. We use it to go and attack the gnomes and give stuff to the general. That's why he gives us the stuff and materials to do it. We're supposed
See,
to
he
keep
is...
doing it.
Yeah, see, he is manipulating you into fighting each other.
By making us build stuff?
By making us fight each other by making you fight each other in order to build the stuff. You'd both be able to get your jobs done a lot easier if you just cooperated for once.
Do you think this Bortus has been pitting us against each other just to get stuff from us?
That's what it sounds like, yeah.
We got any proof of that kind of thing? Because if he's been doing that, I'm gonna go and kick his ass myself.
I look over at Norman. What do you think? You want to tell him?
I don't know how much I can speak for, because I don't speak for people and like what the folks in charge over at the Gnomes. I just know there's gnomes over there that don't want to fight, and they're just building stuff for the fun of it. Not only that, but they're, yeah, well, the gnomes got to give over the stuff too to fight you guys. Every time there's a big old fight, we got to build stuff up stronger for next time, and we got to give it to the general. And the general brings stuff over to the gnomes. And the gnomes got to work with that stuff, and they say that
Mm-hmm.
you guys go and steal it all from them, the rest of it. You're not stealing stuff. The gnomes are stealing stuff from us. That's what they said.
That's... I meant about telling them who you are, Norman. I can change you back if you...
Like, well, you kind of ruin it anyways, just bring it up. But look, I'm the lead engineer over at the Gnomes place. I came over here not to try to steal stuff. I just wanted to see things because it's all neat. But if someone's messing around with us like that, then I don't want to be dealing with that kind of stuff anymore. It's not fun to invent stuff just to constantly be fighting. You know how many times I got to repair my lab because you guys like threw some kind of catapult into it and blew it up? That's not fun. Like, man, I had a really good invention last time that would have been fun. Now it was scattered all over the place. I don't care about Bortus or any of that stuff. Kuna's like, dude, we're in a gnome? You let a gnome in here?
Yeah, I did.
Like, how dare you? I'm like, look, I didn't come here to steal nothing. I even brought the parts over here. Obviously, something fishy's going on.
I think it's about time you thought about the bigger picture here, Kahuna.
To just start teaming up with the gnomes together, but if Bortus is doing something stupid, then I want proof, and I am not going to put up with it. We've been doing this for thousands of years. I'm not going to... I'm so angry right now. There's gnome here, and then Bortus and all that. I am... Like, yeah, I can't speak for any of the leaders over in the gnomes, but if they're messing with us like that, then I don't put up... Then I don't like fighting, but I'll go turn the frickin' dude into a chicken and use my special turkey cooker I just used earlier.
Kahuna, if put your thoughts into writing, I can deliver it over. We can deliver it back to Emong, and Norman here can just share it with the bigwigs. You got connections, right? Sort of.
I mean, the Gnome Council is the ones that rule everything over there, but I can try to get... Usually I can try to talk to them.
There you have it. We could probably even set up some scrying orbs to communicate better, right?
Yeah, we did work on that. We could do that.
I look at the Kahuna. Well?
He's all grumbly. He's like, I don't like having the gnome in here. I don't really like this. But if we're being used, I don't like it either. We'll put things on hold between us for now. But we need proof that this is going on. If something is, then I'll smite that frickin' Bortus down myself. But if this is all a lie, then you're all gonna pay for it. I'll make sure to see to it personally.
I think we're willing to take that chance.
I don't care about fighting down here, but yeah, look, I don't care. Look, if the council wants to fight, then they're just being stupid, but I just want to invent stuff.
Goblin dudes, you want to come with us and check out the lab at Emong?
Yeah, we want to see stuff. Let's see the cool stuff. Yeah, this mecha thing isn't going anywhere anytime soon. I want to see what it is. What the heck's a Chickinator? Man. Your labs blow up a lot too?
Yep.
See, we all got like-minded stuff going on. I don't know how I'm going to get them in the city, but...
leave that to us. It'll be the same way we brought Norman into the city.
You say he's a gnome, but he's like a raccoon thing.
Yeah, that's my magic at work. He is a gnome. I turned him into that.
Oh.
Same way I can turn myself into a cow.
Okay, well, I guess... Don't sabotage anything over there if you're going. Just find out what's going on. I don't like this, but I'm not a dumb leader either. But go ahead, go over there, talk with them, try to figure this out. If we find out Bordis is up to something, then we're preparing for a war again. But not with Emon. We're going up and we're gonna stomp Bordis into the ground.
Well, sweet. Makes me wish I got some coffee to give you. It'd be cold by the time I got here, though, so... Alright, well, let's go. Operation Technology Exchange.
What are you gonna do with the goblins, then?
Make more raccoons? I don't know.
More raccoogles?
Put them.
If they're up for it, if they have ideas for a disguise they want, I'm willing to hear it.
The goblins really don't care. Whatever will get it
All
in
right.
there.
Yeah, raccoogles go.
Okay.
You can even put t-shirts on them with the clothing spray.
I can.
You can. So can Bob.
Bob can do
that
it
with
better.
That spray. He
Yes.
can do it with the
Yeah. And I can pick any color I like because of.
And with practice, you can even create intricate design clothing.
Oh no!
Fancier clothing.
The plaid and the stripes.
Plaid is very gnomish, I guess. Alrighty, you have a retinue of raccoogles.
I'm gonna take a picture of all of them together, including Norman.
Can't even tell. No, you can't tell what's a gnome and what's a goblin here now. That's for sure. They're kind of cute. All right, so we're heading back over to the other area.
Yeah.
Oh, we're getting a lot of hiking going on.
You staying here, Norman?
Me? No, I gotta come with to get you the console. Although
Oh,
I guess
right.
I'm alright Google right now, but yeah. I like all this technology and stuff here, but if we get this worked out, we'll be able to work on it together anyways.
Yeah. Alright, well, sorry about the walk, Wait, you can fly, sort of. Alright, let's go. Back over to Emon, we'll tell the goblins about the auto gnomes. Just try to stay calm if you see any rustling hats and stuff.
Alright. Well, they're kind of more getting excited and like nerding out about the stuff than they are getting like being aggressive about it. Plus, the raccoogle form definitely helps keep them more curious and than the typical goblin thing. So yeah. All right.
We're gonna take them back to that gate we used before.
The guards are now wondering where the heck you got more of them.
Imagination. That's not even remotely a real answer.
I thought you said the experiment would behave. Now there's more of them. Just bring them back.
Fine.
No, just bring them back to Norman before the more and more show up.
Can do. Come on, guys.
Alrighty.
Alright. To the lab.
Alright, back to the lab. Well, everybody's wondering where all the extra raccoogles came from, but then they're all nerding out with each other over all the devices in there, so...
This concludes phase 1 of Opportunity Stop Fighting Already, Jeez.
Alright. I think it'd be good to leave off here just because my voice
Yeah.
is giving out. So, like, I
And
can't try to do any more
it's
voices.
probably getting pretty late, and we're gonna want to rest somewhere.
Yeah, you guys are definitely going to need to rest after all that walking.
Mm.
Hope the raccoogles all behave.
I'm
It's a cute
willing to take that
invention.
chance.
It's a cute invention form thing. So hey, alrighty. So yeah, we'll leave off here for now, so my voice doesn't completely die on me. And
Alright.
next time we got more stuff. I'm gonna
Yep.
try to figure out more stuff for Bob to do too. Ugh.
I mean, Bob definitely helped out with some stuff. You did
Yep.
good, Anoth.
Yeah, we learned a few things. Ice walls and clothing sprays.
Yep. Oh, there's a few other things I could think of that might come up next time Bob could pick up. Alright. Well, that's going to be it. Like I said, my voice is giving out and I do not want to lose it.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't lose that.
I blamed Trails last night, or else I probably wouldn't be able to go longer today. But Trails had like entire novel worth of dialogue last night. I had to read. So, all right. Well, that's gonna be it for me. I should be back tomorrow unless my voice is gone. So we'll have East. I'm not fishing because it's gonna be 40-mile-an-hour winds tomorrow, and there ain't no way I'm trying to fish in that. So, just hope all my tomatoes don't blow over. And so, yeah, I'm going. Yeah, that's going to be it. We'll deal with the Gnome Council and maybe board us stuff next time. So, and of course, RP Night will return hopefully next Tuesday.
Yep. Trails of Creation. It's gonna be a thing.
Yep, it's going to definitely be a thing. All right, definitely weird stuff and scary stuff and other stuff. So, and here is a not scary thing. Here is a blob of cat. Lucky. Are you comfy like that? That doesn't look comfy.
Like Lucky doesn't sneeze on you again.
It's not lucky with the snot sneezes. It's Sweetie that's got the snot sneezes. Lakota is dreaming. Again. He's got all his toys over there. And the cords on the ground. Like, you can see how much he is shedding. Just look at all that fluff. You watch.
Kitty.
Oh yeah. You can tell he's been hanging around the cats too long. Watch this. He like, there he goes. He like stiffens up. You like poke. Doot. There you go, wolf butt. There you go. All right. Well, I will be back tomorrow again with East, and then RP Night will return next week Tuesday. So everybody, thanks for tuning in. Stay well. Be well. And I'll see you all next time.
Night, everybody.
Bye-bye.
And,
Oh, fat.
you did mention we'll be playing East tomorrow, right?
Yes. I did.
I kind of tuned out while I was writing my notes.
Yes, I said we'll be playing East.
All right.
Okay, well, I'm gonna sign off voice. I'm still gonna be on chat. It's just my voice is given out, so.
Yep. Okay.
Alright.